This is game number 63 in the world record streak. Our goal is to get to 69, but maybe we'll lose before we get to that. Let's see. I am going to play a Demonspawn Gladiator today. I'm going to do that in 0.27 because there have been some changes. There have been some changes to Demonspawn in 0.27, where there have been basically some changes to which Demonspawn mutations exist. One of the reasons why I actually was thinking about playing an Enchanter instead was because there's this neat little Demonspawn mutation that can paralyze enemies around you when you cast any spell. So unfortunately, we probably won't really get to play around with spell casting as a gladiator. It's shit. I kind of thought so, Dentist. Welcome to the stream, by the way. I just assumed that. I don't know how it works in the background. I didn't look at the code, but I just made an assumption that it probably isn't a very high chance. Also, it's only right next to you, which is really very silly, you know. It works based on hit dice, aka it doesn't work on anything dangerous. Okay, so it's just confusing touch, you know. Interesting. Yeah, no thanks. Anyway, so Demonspawn Gladiator with it gets range with rank. Well, that's a little better. Powered by death, that'd be nice. So yeah, as Gladiator, we get our choice of weapons. And it's been a little while since I've done this, but I do, of course, see that Demonspawn has shitty apps in basically everything as far as weapons go. I want to say that my old wisdom for doing this was to generally take Rapier, all things being equal on the aptitudes, because it's the only one where you are attacking below, or maybe at, or at least close to speed 1, whereas everything else is bigger. The conventional wisdom was to take Quarterstaff, but I pretty much disagreed with that due to, well, you know what? We have time. We could just look these up real fast. So Rapier has an accuracy of 4 and 8 damage, 1.2 base delay. Flail, 0 accuracy, which is huge, by the way. The difference between 0 and 4 in the early game, massive. So that's right out. That's not. Don't even have to look at the rest. That's garbage. Again, War Axe, 0 accuracy. No thank you. Trident has 3 less accuracy than the Rapier. 1.3 base delay, which is not bad, but it is a little bit slower than the Rapier. But you do get the extra attack. So I guess I would have to F-sim it, you know, to Trident is best for the theme. Well, we care less about theme for a streak game, but yeah, I always, especially in the early game, I try to always take the most optimal choice. But yeah, I do agree with you. It's better for the theme. Longsword, 1 accuracy, 9 damage. You get the riposte, but that's not really worth it. Quarterstaff is interesting because it is 3 accuracy, which is pretty close to the Rapier, and it is higher damage, but it's 1.3 base delay. You're really only 2 damage off on the Rapier, and the thing is that you're going to be one-shotting most things with the amount of damage this stuff does. So I'm really more interested in just hitting more often, you know. I think I'm just going to go with what I usually did, which is take the Rapier. I'm all about theming. I mean, I'm all about theming when I'm not trying to streak. Alright, we are using a Rapier. So our stealth is currently 0. We're going to immediately take that to 2, as we often do. And hopefully I don't just immediately get shafted. We see that there is an escape hatch here. That's nice. So you always want to take a look at the dungeon features around you. Get an idea of how you can use these in the early game. This is, you know, hands down the most dangerous part of the game, you know. I'm not going to open that door because that makes a lot of noise. I don't really want to go this way because there's a hallway. I think I will walk towards the door. And the goal is to try to use this if we can walk around it. I don't know what it's going to look like. Okay, it's not quite what I wanted it to be. Actually, no, it is exactly what I wanted it to be. Okay, we officially officially have a thing to... Well, no, we don't. Okay, now we have a thing to dance around. This is perfect. Okay, so any speed 1 monster, I'm not afraid of any speed 1 monster, except, I guess, because of the changes to throwing. Because of the changes to throwing, kobolds and stuff have infinite throwing stuff now, so it's not ideal. You know what else isn't ideal? The fact that we immediately ran into this guy who is faster than us. So technically, this guy could kill me. 55% chance to hit with net. Well, we're not going to use a net yet. We just one-shot him. We were very unlikely to have a problem with him, but if you recall in my last game on my, I think it was the Djinnis transmuter, we almost died to a ball python because it was the first monster we found. And we just had to melee it, you know? Okay, I'm just going to wait here for him to be aware of me, you know? Because if you just wait and don't throw stuff at him, which we have nothing to throw anyway, then there's a chance he doesn't make any noise, which is exactly what happened. Okay, I'm not so sure about this explore pattern. I think maybe we want to go ahead and go back now. Well, I mean, it gives you a chance for them not to make noise. Whereas if you throw something at them, I think that they're guaranteed. Okay, that is a door vault on D1. Nice. We just got a stealth kill on the endoplasm. Unidentified item ID. I'm torturing myself just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's fine. I have to get my streak to 69. If I don't do that, then how could I live with myself? It's got to be nice. Alright, well, we're not going to open up the door vault. In fact, we may not even open up the door vault before finishing. Because for all we know, there's, I just don't know what can spawn in there on D1, honestly. Can it be out of depth? It shouldn't be possible, but I don't trust this crop of devs. Alright, so like I said, we just waited for the bat to wake up, and he didn't make any noise, believe it or not. We have a downstairs now. Yeah, a regular downstairs, so something to keep in mind. We have stones. Okay. Oh, he found me. Or he woke up. Now this is like incredibly dangerous to be in like a 1x1 hallway with this dude because somebody could come in from behind. So I go here instead. Let's see, 5, 7, 5, 4 turns left before Zot gets me. We're okay. I kind of wanted to wait until he got random energy, like, against me, but I don't think it's that important. Now, that was a little bit dangerous to do. He can do, I think, what is it? Is it 7 damage? Actually, it's only 5. I don't have vulnerability. So he could do up to 10 damage to me, technically, with me swinging with the rapier. Because I don't have speed 1 yet. So as soon as we get stealth to 2, we need to really rush into getting short blades. That's actually the downside to playing a gladiator, I think, is that there's no way, other than taking unarmed combat, which is quite a waste, there's no way to end up with above speed 1, or faster than speed 1, I should say. Attack speed right off the start. There could be ogres in there and an orc priest. Well, there's a reason. Whoa! Okay, well that's interesting. So the game glitched out. I guess it's good that it was just an altar. See what's supposed to happen? See what's supposed to happen? But because I hadn't seen the rest of it, somebody broke the code. This used to work. Somebody broke the code. Somebody broke the code to make it exclude off the rest of it. I put that exclusion so that wouldn't happen. Yeah, we could go for the altar, but it's D1 and that could be Zom, so I'm not going to do that. My heart stopped. It only excluded the door that I saw and didn't update it. Well, I'm telling you, I'm like 99% sure that did not used to be the case. Or maybe that's an old bug. I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure. Nice. We just stealthed around that thing. Jellies have bad awareness. Okay. 48% chance to hit with the net. I hope I can melee this Quokka and win. You would gain hidden information from the exclusion extending into the unknown. I mean, I guess. Just gonna melee this thing. See? Look at this crap. Now he does 5 damage per hit, 45% chance to hit. I honestly think it's probably best if I use the... I should have thrown rocks at him, by the way. I honestly think it's best if I throw the nets, which is annoying, but what are you going to do? Hey, cool, we got our net back. I mean, I was still level 1 versus him, so I think that was the right thing to do. I did do a mistake, though. I should have been throwing rocks at him. Our feet thicken and deform, so we kind of got a little bit of bad luck, which is to say we got our the physical aspect first. So I mean, it's not exactly bad luck. I mean, whatever. It's a, you know, it's an extra attack in melee. We can still wear boots if we want to. I mean, it's certainly helpful. You know, I would have preferred obviously some other way cooler, more useful thing, like spikes would be pretty cool if that still exists. But I can't complain. I can't complain about having an attack, you know? Bootless run. Here we go. Okay, so Stealth 2 has been reached. Spine still exists. Cool. Cool. Alright, so we're taking short blades to 4. This is hugely important, because as I said, I'm currently taking the risk of getting double hit. Nice, killed him with the stones. Book Emporium. Oh, we have some interesting books here. Malign Gateway. Wow, they really ruined the Grand Grimoire. Weren't there like 5 spells in this before? Oh my god. Okay. Well, like I said, I don't think this guy ends up casting spells, but I guess there is a book of necromancy here. Man, these books are just kind of sad. Like three spells in a book, are you kidding me? I guess that's the new normal, you know? Yeah, I guess that's just the thing now. Can Demonspawn roll Evolving Mutation? Not as a Demonspawn mutation, no. Akashic Record. We would need... I would feel very weird about Akashic Record being a thing without Singularity. It'd be nice if I could just see like a giant list of spells. Anyway, yeah, I didn't really see anything that was that interesting. Hey, we have Book of Callings. Okay, well, now that this is just here, I probably should memorize Summon Small Mammal, right? I mean, that's just hugely helpful on D1. Not helpful enough that I'm gonna forego attacking quickly though, because I'm willing to attack. I'm willing to cast this at 45% fail rate. That's fine. Okay, we get these blindness confusion darts, and that is the floor. I'm not going to take the Fated Altar unless somebody wants to pull in a Naughty Badger and give me 25 subs. He did that for me to take the Fated Altar the other day, but I mean, at that point I was willing to do it because I knew I could probably survive Zom. Whereas if this character went Zom, I really don't think. I mean, there's a chance that I could survive, but it would be kind of hard. Alright, there's no more items here that I care about except I'm going to take these sling bullets as well. We're going to go over to this staircase because it's the one with the most, you know, tiles around it. And then I guess I probably should pick up a spear. It's not going to be Zom. You don't know that. They should just make Fated Altars not be possible for Zom to roll. Because as it stands, there's like no reason to take them, you know? Yeah, let's grab the spear just in case I want to be able to hit at range. Okay. I'm going to shout, actually. You hear a shout. Okay. There he is. And we have a little bit of throwing, by the way. 1.7. So these rocks are going to do more for us than they normally would. Just by a little bit. You hit for 0 plus dagger, 7 damage. Let's bring him up. Nice. Let's go back down. One of the reasons I like to shout at the staircase is because at any moment I could be shafted. So any tiny bit of experience that I can suck out of D2, you know, without revealing tiles is real good. Obviously this comes with its own dangers, you know, if like an orc priest or something shows up, which is technically possible on D2 given the right vault. That would be very bad. But I have enough HP that I can survive one smite, you know. I could be going for the stab here, but I think stones are probably better. Let's not get too far away from the staircase, yeah? Something like an adder could still really make my day shitty. So we want to try to stay within walking distance of a staircase. They're faster than me, but, you know, if I'm not too far away, then I can make it, you know? Of course, we still have our nets. We have the blindness confusion darts, which I don't know how much use those are going to be, but... Well, you can... There have been times when I have missed an adder like 4 times, or 3 times in a row with a net. It's not impossible to get completely and totally memed on, you know? But yeah, ordinarily I would not be spending this really high-cost training on short blades, but I just think it's really important. Scale mail, should I wear that instead of leather armor? I think for now we keep wearing the leather so that we can get mileage out of stealth, which is really important in case I run into an orc priest. That armor is not going to save my life if I, you know, if I run into an orc priest. We're going to wear the buckler, which is going to slow me down a little bit more. We'll go ahead and turn shield training on. Actually, we'll take shields to 3 because this is slowing down my attacks too. It is 4 for Mendeley on a buckler, right? Yeah, 4. It's a pretty good find, honestly. Like, hugely good, even if it is slowing me down a bit. Yeah, see, already blocking attacks. I'm gonna auto-explore now. Okay. We have 2 red potions. Kind of an interesting question as to whether I want to drink one. I think I'm gonna not. A two stack of scrolls. We're definitely going to want to read those. Let's go to a staircase and go ahead and read. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is fine, actually. Nice. You know, as cool as it is that I have 7 small mammal, I think we got to go for strength today. Oh, hell yeah. AC +2. That's especially nice in the new way that GDR works. That's very handy. Thin metallic. I think that means we're gonna... That's resist electricity later, right? Thin metallic scales. Or is this just the high AC one? Doesn't give a resistance? I don't remember. I'm gonna go ahead and read my scroll. Scroll of amnesia. Boo! Okay, we have a 2-stack and a 1-stack. This has the most tiles around it. It's RLEC. Are you sure that's not black scales like the Draconian? I guess I can... Okay. Molten, icy, yellow, green, metallic. Oh, you're right. It is RLEC. Cool. Well, I'm happy with that. That's cool with me. Hopefully we get it sooner than later. Yeah, you're right. Gray is. Or maybe, iridescent. Hear the sound of rushing water. Hey, thank you for the sub, unidentified item ID. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're kind of exploring in a little bit of a circular pattern. Very distant drain, so we're nowhere close to the sewer. I don't know how many risks I want to take to try to get there in time. York shouts. For all I know, that could be an orc pack. This is D3, so priests can go ahead and spawn here. So we're going to take this fella... We're going to take this fella upstairs. Okay, he had a scroll. I'm glad we killed him before he decided to read that scroll. Do I risk sewer? Well, we certainly go in, if we find it. We don't make any heroic measures to try to get in there. Oh my fucking god, my fears have come to life! No! This guy can two-shot me. Luckily, the stealth that I got means he hasn't noticed me. Yeah, it doesn't say how much damage he can do because the devs of this game decided not to put that in there for some reason, but that does 1 to 7, or excuse me, it does 7 to 17 damage, so he can two-shot me just by deciding to smite me twice and get high damage. Slowly back away. Well, that is what we do. That is indeed the path. And then we go up. I'm going to try... Yeah, that's going to put me here, which should put me further away from him. Very distant drain. It almost is a floor skip, honestly. I think I run the risk, though. Oh, God. Okay, the orc shouts. I didn't hear any return shouts, but... You know, it's actually really bad that I tried to walk here, because if I walked into the priest... It was very unlikely, but it could have happened. I didn't handle that well at all. If I had walked into the priest, I would have had to have netted him and then ran off left into the black, basically. And that would have run me into this dude, which would have not been so good. Do I try to kill a wizard? Gosh, these D3 orcs are really a pain in my ass. I'm starting to think this is a floor skip. Either that or I go upstairs and I take the Fated Altar. An actual strategy, by the way. Not a bad strategy. I could get the mammals, I guess. Book wizards have only one book now. So we know for a fact he has Confuse. And he can two-shot me. 15 plus 15. Zom will get me out of this jam. He could. I wonder what the chance of me... Like blind confusing him, probably not good. What do we do, you guys? I think I just go take the downstairs. Is that ridiculous? I don't think so. Or we check this out, which has its own dangers. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to drink the 2-stack. We're going to find out what it is. It's a potion of might. Okay. Well, if I get confused while mited, that's no good. So I think we just take the staircase. Uh-oh. Surely I can... I know it's a hornet, but... 51 HP. Bro, if I could get the stab on it while mited, it would definitely die. But if I don't... Do I win this fight? He hits for fucking 14 damage and he's fast. It can two-shot me. 28. It can't two-shot me. Well, yeah, it can two-shot me because it can get 2 attacks per round. But my GDR means that it cannot hit me, you know. No, I don't fight this even while mited. I agree entirely, doesn't he? It's tempting. It's really tempting, though, because we can definitely net him and beat him up while mited, and that would give me an awful lot of experience. But if the RNG goes badly, I'm just kind of owned. Do I have GDR at 6 AC? Yeah, 1 AC you have GDR, a little bit. I assume, right? Doesn't it, don't you have a minimum of, you know, like 1? I guess I don't know for sure. Is it meaningful? Well, we could pop on our chainmail. Then we would have some meaningful AC. But yeah, 20 poison darts would be nice to have. Gosh, this early game has not been kind to us. No, I can't, in good conscience, go and try to fight that. Well... I'd like to get some mileage out of the might potion, but... Okay, we got a scroll. That's cool. Goodbye, might. Adder skeleton. Good. He doesn't make noise. This is the perfect guy to fight. Yeah, come on over. This doesn't make too much noise, does it? Yeah, he's still sleeping. Cool. Okay. I think that this is probably... Robin? Yeah, it's Robin. Now, Robin has a helmet, but because I'm a gladiator, I already got one, so... Here's Shout X2. I want to try to bleed off a couple of these goblins at a time, and this terrain is set up in like the perfect way for me to do that. So as long as Robin doesn't show up with a goblin at the same time, this is real good for me. Okay, there's Robin. Can we just end his whole career, perhaps? Alright, throw this guy at me. No? Oh my god. A mighted longsword hobgoblin. I tell ya, I'm real tempted to, like, just net him and get the experience, you know? I don't particularly want to go up if I can avoid it, because there's still the, still the problem of the wizard who might be right up here, you know? I guess we could atropa him, but the blindness and the confusion in my experience does not last too long. I guess I could just see. I don't really want to walk up, though, because he can just, like, throw some shit right behind me, and then we've got a real problem, you know? And these guys are all mighted. If I get one more turn, though, he almost definitely dies. Can he throw dudes while netted? Because we could just throw a net right now. Huh. Well, let's say the worst case scenario. I roll up here. He immediately stops being confused and throws his most dangerous goblin at me, which is the hobgoblin with the longsword, which does 5 damage. Plus 9 is 14 damage. Plus might is just way more damage than I'm prepared to deal with. No, I think we have to... This is obnoxious. I think we actually have to go back up and then go back up here. Am I about to have fun? Maybe. I think we have to go back up here, and then we have to go down staircase number 3 and see what's up. Because the thing is, this throw ally is a natural ability. Now you cannot fire bows while netted. Would rather have netted the wizard upstairs. The problem is that you can cast spells while netted. So you can probably use natural abilities too. You can't shoot things. So netting the wizard does less for you than you would think. He could still two-shot me with just like a couple of throw flames. Now, is he super likely to do that? No. He'll probably try to struggle and get out of the net, but I don't like rolling the dice if I don't have to, you know? I mean, this is like showboating, basically. If it works, it's going to be awesome, because he is confused or whatever. But if I go forward and and I end up with this dude next to me, it's just real bad. We have to go away. There, see, he's less confused. What's the worst that could happen? Well, I could lose instantly. If this guy wasn't mighted, I would let him throw the ally at me, you know? Maybe BTS. Maybe. No, I have to go up. Miserable. And no, I'm not taking the Fated Altar, although it's tempting. I mean, it would be hands down the optimal thing to do if Zom didn't exist. But because Zom exists, unfortunately there's like almost probably no situation at all where doing this is the optimal thing to do. It's a shame, because this would be a really interesting tactical choice to make if Zom wasn't an option for it, you know? But I think that Zom's, yeah, unless someone gives money, I think that Zom's existence means that this is basically not, it's just not the right choice if you're trying to win. Okay, this is the staircase. Note the asterisk on it that leads somewhere that we haven't been yet. Okay, good. We're very close to the priest, though. Did I hear any shouts during all that? No, good. Got a little more experience. Fated Altar Vehement, not so great. No, it'd be alright, because I would immediately get access to Shock or something, which at least would be a decent range spell. Actually, did they take Shock out? I bet they took my favorite spell away. I don't know. Hey, Trog would be great. Oh, there we go. There's the priest. Well, I don't feel confident about my chances with the priest. I mean, I guess I could, like, drink might, throw net, and try to go into it, but the chance of getting two-shot is just not good. So we go back up, and because we know that dude is there, Wu Jian might be worthless. No, Wu would actually be awesome, because we would get a few uses of his A ability, which would give me lots of extra time to attack, basically. Yeah, I tell you, if you could guarantee for me that Fated Altar was Wu, I would take it right now, for sure. Can a Fated Altar have a god you can't believe? I don't think so. Like, I don't think that it can be TSO, considering I'm a Demonspawn. What if it was Gozag? That'd be great. I mean, that'd be really good. I don't think you get any benefit from it, except he probably waives the fee. Doesn't matter if the Faded Altar gives you extra piety, but in the case of Gozag, I assume what it does is just not charge you money. Okay, so if I go up and to the left, I deal with the wizard. If I go down, I potentially deal with the priest, but I think we're probably okay. Oh, no! Okay, this could be the end of the streak. Let's see, what are the options? Okay, so throwing the Atropa Dart, 59% chance to hit, 83% chance to blind. I mean, you have to start with the net, because the net at least gives me a chance to get away from this bullshit. Right? Let's see. Only a 59% chance to hit there, that's miserable. We could just drink Might and start swinging. He doesn't have a... Should have trained that throwing skill. No, I think that my skilling... The only mistake I may have made is by wearing the shield so early. That would be the only thing I think that was a potential issue. 59% chance to hit, 83% chance to blind. Apparently, the net has the same chance to hit as the Atropa darts. I could have sworn net had like a higher chance. Maybe they changed that. It's got to be net. Once they're netted, they are very likely to try to struggle and get out. Oh, Orc Priests are really dangerous, Orin, because in this game, they can do this thing called Smite that does 7 to 17 damage, and they can do it as long as they can see you anywhere on the screen, even if there's stuff between you and them. So technically, this dude, in the next 2 turns, could just kill me. Even Pain is pretty miserable. If I look up Orc Priest... 7 to 17 damage on the Smite. D14, so 1 to 14 for Pain. Yeah, this is among the worst possible monsters we could have run into on D3, and the fact that he decided to keep going this way was pretty miserable for me. Shut off game so I can still boast that I never lost. Good point. Slightly less polite than a Mycos Priest? Is that a thing in CDDA? Alt F4 and start a new streak. No, this isn't the worst. He's very unlikely to just two-shot me. I would say in probably the... Yeah, obviously in the worst case scenario, he two-shots me. I think in the more realistic worst case scenario, he three-shots me. That gives us 2 turns to land the net and just start walking away. It's got to be net. I mean, that's... Okay, so he's in the net. He's caught in the net. He struggles against the net. So now our decision is, are we going to drink up the potion, or are we just going to start swinging? Or are we going to walk away? Given that his HP is only 15, I think we just go for it. He's also got that little question mark over his head, so I do believe we can get stabs, potentially. Swing. He struggles. Swing. He struggles. We get the kick. Swing. He smites. He tries to pain me, actually. I rolled the 19%, and I actually got it against resisting the pain, so that's pretty cool. And remember, because he's in the net, if he breaks out, or if he fails to break out, but he actually starts doing damage to me while still in the net, I can just walk away, you know. But we take his ass out, and suddenly I have evolved into a Brap Hog. Oh, Stinky. You begin to emit a foul stench of rot and decay. You may rarely emit foul farts when damaged in melee. That's actually pretty good for the early game. That's pretty good. Hey, and we get our net back. The game has been really kind to me about giving my net back. Why this evolution path was good. It's just really good to fart all over the place, I guess. I think I become immune to miasma, right? So it's not like I'm going to hurt myself. Oh, no. There were two? I mean, you got to be shitting me with this. D3, 2 priests in a pack. I got a little more HP, but 17 plus 17 is 34, so technically he can still two-shot me. And we've got our boy here. I'm not real worried about this kobold. Look to the left. No, doesn't he? Nope. No. This is a bug. This is the visual bug. This was just the one priest. It's where you, like, step away and for some reason a shadow of the... I mean, unless I am blind, maybe I feel like I would have remembered if there were actually two priests on the screen at the same time. One of them has a club? Oh my god, you're right. I still don't think they were both on the screen at the same time. But yeah, that is my fault for not noticing. That I think I saw one priest, and then I saw a different priest later. Like, I think this shadow is from when I went up, and then... Gosh, I don't remember. There were definitely not two priests on the screen at the same time, but that's kind of beside the point. You're absolutely right. I should have realized there were two priests. That is my fault. He lost line of sight of that tile. There's a priest there last. Yeah, I guess it's not a bug, is it? Last thing you saw on that tile was a priest. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, the same strategy holds. We net him. Only this time it's way worse because we have nowhere that we can run to break line of sight. He's in the net. He struggles. It took us like 3-4 turns to kill him last time. So the real question here is, do I go ahead and drink Might? Or do we just swing? I was pretty sure that swinging was the path. I leveled no need. The level really didn't do anything for us. It gave me some experience to... I guess my attacks are a little faster now. I'm really not sure what the optimal thing to do here is, honestly. Drinking Might burns a turn. I can't really just go off of what happened last time, because that was just, you know, RNG. You might want to. I mean, a funny little comedy option would be to throw the Atropa Dart, because even though he's in the net, it's a 93% chance to hit, 83% chance to blind, and I think that's also the chance to confuse. So it's a reasonable chance to just keep him from smiting me, but it also gives him turns to get out of the net. I think we just swing. This is some bad luck, dude. Get him in the net again. Is his AC higher than... Oh, shit. He's wearing scale mail. I'm dumb as hell. Yes, I should have drank Might. Bro, this was really misplayed. If I had seen that he was in scale mail, I would have drank the Might for sure. Yeah, that was a huge mistake. That could have gone really badly for me. But that kind of goes to show exactly how much attention you need to pay. Because under normal circumstances, punching him in the face with no Might was the right choice. But because he had so much AC, he just stood a really good chance of not taking any damage from me. Now, the way that net works still made it pretty likely he wasn't going to smite me, because I really do think that they're... They have like a really high chance of trying to get out of the net, you know. RNG giveth. But yeah, that was done probably badly. BTS, shouldn't he look different if he had different armor? In a well-designed game, yes, but I really cannot blame the I really cannot blame the current crop of devs for that. That's a problem that's existed for a long time. But yes, he should. It's just that's not ever been implemented. This game is how old again? Well, I mean, I'm saying that they're not to blame for that. That's like an old issue. No, I agree. It's certainly something that I would have prioritized over almost everything else that they've done, you know? But, yeah, wow, those were a couple of misplayed priests. Oh boy, a whip. A very distant drain. It's off to the right somewhere. Fascinating. That's a D3 Hound. This floor is just not very kind. And the orc has boomerangs. Okay. Can we just melee him? Yeah, we can. Cool. Yeah, I know Green Eggs and Slam, but I think that would be more than just, I mean, the new tiles would be, I mean, you would need like a whole system, basically, unless you were going to do that piecemeal and say that only certain monsters had armor that showed up on them. Because the way it works now with the weapons is the tiles are specifically designed at a particular location. That's where the weapon is supposed to show up. If you tried to just like paste leather armor or something on top of a of an orc priest, it would look very bad. You wouldn't really know where to put it, I don't think, on the paper doll or whatever they want to call it. Yeah, was it a political thing? Some kind of unpersoning like they did to Gutex with Twitch? Okay. You don't have blink, do you? No. We're gonna lead these guys in a nice mad dash to the staircase then. Yeah, the sewer's long gone. That's done. Okay, so Mr. Orc is gonna stay between me and the wizard, which is gonna keep me from getting confused, yeah? I don't mind missing out on the sewer. I am way more interested in just getting the experience that this floor has to offer. With those priests gone, the wizards are still a problem, but as long as I'm on a staircase, that's not that big of a deal. Well, the sewer's gone. We missed it. Which is fine. I mean, it's a shame. We lose a good chunk of consumables, probably. Old man reaction speed, I guess. Hold on. Do I want to try to fight the wizards? What was down here again? There was something horrible down here. The hornet zombie, and then there's Robin as well. Getting permanently confused is no good, though. I'd feel okay about throwing boomerangs or maybe darts at a wizard from a staircase. I do not feel good about fighting them, even at 38 HP. I do not feel great about fighting one from anywhere that's not a staircase, you know? Maybe I can shout for attention. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go there, shout, get nothing back. Nothing back. Well, there's a downstairs. Let's go downstairs. When the Zot clock goes down, that means that you're heading towards death. So, like, basically doing any action means that you're running out of time before Zot clock kills you. Okay, I feel pretty confident about fighting an adder at this point, I think. Problem is, I have no curing or anything. I'm definitely not going to fight it without my scale mail. My scale mail on. Oh, I see what you're asking. No, I don't think that's the case. No, I think one turn is one turn, basically. So, they never really rebalanced the game to account for the removal of hunger. They just kind of slapped a band-aid on there and called it a day. 9999 insta damage. It's not damage based, it literally just ends your game. But yeah, even if you're a tile away from the orb, it doesn't matter. I really shouldn't be on this floor. What am I doing? I either try my luck with the adder, I try my luck with the wizards, or I try my luck with Robin. We definitely don't want to take that staircase, though. I tend to agree about the adder. Throwable. Well, we're going to put on the scale mail is what we're going to do to get some more GDR, or more AC, rather. Okay, hisses angrily. I want to back up, because I don't want to lure anything else, yeah. We're going to back up. We're going to just melee. If this starts to go badly, which it doesn't seem to be, we'll just start netting. That really could have gone quite poorly, unfortunately. Now let's put on the leather armor for stealth. I don't know if that was the right thing to do, honestly. It doesn't matter, Naughty Badger. If some of that poison gets through, it'll eat through 38 HP and just really quickly, you know. Now with the 9 AC, it wasn't super likely for the damage to get through, I guess. Well, no, that's not exactly true. And yeah, Black Bear D4 is quite the pickle. I don't think we fight him just yet. Oh my god! Really? So D4 whites, D4 Black Bear. Guys, am I having an aneurysm, or is this like a way harder D4 than usual? I mean, I had D3 priests, and now I have this bullshit. I think they may have made the early game harder. Just maybe. I'll switch case for my username. Alright guys, go to the GitHub right now. Find out. Search for Malcolm Rose Gaming. They probably would have obfuscated the code, actually. Like put my name in binary, you know? And then yeah, the code is obfuscated, so it's like they do a function call to, you know, on the binary name. Decrew and Menkare. Would I be worried about Menkare? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, he'd be pretty annoying right now. Doe and a Duvessa I would be okay with fighting right now. I want the Ufatubus. I'm gonna be real sad if that wizard has... Okay, good, he's not here. This thing is fast. We could just melee him, though. Yeah. You died to a D4 Hornet. Yeah, that's pretty terrifying. We have a D4 Hornet zombie, so I guess I should be grateful that he's not the real McCoy. Okay, no wizards, no wizards, no wizards. Good. We have successfully managed to steal a bit more experience out of this floor without angering the wizard, and there he is. This is good. We go up. I wanted to fight him on a staircase. We are on a staircase. He is confused. We're going to take a step forward. He's less confused. That's annoying. We're going to throw stuff at him. You know what? We're just going to wait. We're next to him now. We're going to throw the net. We're going to miss. We're going to throw the net. Okay. Just a rope, so we're going to melee. That's fine. You're still netted. The net rips apart. Fuck. Alright, this is really bad. He can two-shot me. We either keep meleeing, which sounds pretty miserable, or we walk to the staircase, and he probably gives me a chance to get away. I think we go to the staircase here. That's amazing that he didn't die, actually. Like, just really, really amazing. He's got to be almost dead. We hit him, we kicked him. It didn't say it did no damage, so we actually did damage to him both times with both attacks, which is really 4 attacks. And then on the 5th attack, well, it's 3 attacks, but it's like 4 hits. hit but do no damage. But that was while he was vanished, and he was already at like half HP before he went invis. No, he has a Robon. I checked. I checked that. And it would say it did no damage if the AC was totally blocking it. This is really annoying. He should be almost dead, but he could just proceed to miss everything. My instinct is to just run away from this. I mean, I don't think we roll the dice on meleeing him, because he can technically two-shot me with the fire. This is some bullshit, I gotta tell you. He could start confusing me, that would be miserable. We only have one potion. Maybe I should have took the altar. If we go here, we are stuck trying to deal with this dog shit. Dude, I think we just have to heart of the cards this thing. I could go ahead and drink the potion, but if that's like degeneration, we're in a real spot, you know? If it's Berserk, it'd be awesome. If it was Treeform, it'd be awesome. If it was Invis, it'd be good. If it was Heal Wounds, it'd be good. If it was Curing, it would be fine, although that would probably be something we would want to wait until we're confused to take. And there's a lot of really good potions. And a lot of net neutral potions. Really only one bad one. I don't know. Well, two bad ones. I guess Mutation could be annoying. I mean, under normal circumstances, I would just run away, but I don't think so. I think we just melee. I think we actually have to heart of the cards this thing. I wish I knew my chance to hit him while he's invis. Wouldn't that be cool if we knew that? You can estimate it based on the fact that there's no exclamation points here. So you could do a little bit of math on it, but I would be willing to bet money that if we do damage to him one more time, he dies, because he only has 15 HP. So even if we assume, which I don't think that's the case, but if we assume that we did 1 damage to him each time, the minimum amount of damage that we've done to him is we kicked him, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at the absolute most HP, he has like 10, and that's just probably not the case. I would estimate his HP to be a 5, which means we stand a pretty good chance to just one-shot him if we do hit him. I just don't know what the chance of hitting him is. And I don't think there's any way to do that without code diving. I'm really irritated. 69%. I see. Chance to hit is on his card. Sort of. See, if I go to his... Oops, that's not it. If I go to his card, it'll tell his chance to hit me. The chance to hit is only when you press X and go over him, but he's invis, so it's not going to show that. Even if I tried to do the math on a base one, let's just look at the mechanics of invisibility. Accuracy reduced by 35%. That is monsters trying to melee you without C invisible, so I don't know if that's reciprocal or not. If you are attacking a monster you cannot see, you receive a -6 to hit. That's huge. Your accuracy is no longer reduced when invisible with no send. Well, that's if I'm invisible with no send. Never mind about that. So yeah, we get a -6. That's huge. We're essentially attacking with a -2 weapon at that point. Because we have a +4 base. So the chance of hitting him is pretty low right now, but even so, I think it's the right thing to do, because the alternative is like what? What is the alternative? Okay, so I walk. There's a pretty decent chance that for one of these 2 steps, he spends a turn doing one of these 3 things. Yeah. Well, that's an option, Nani Badger. It's not a very likely one, because he would have to do near max damage every single time. But I think it's more likely that, I don't know, I could walk. Let's just assume that I get away. Then what? Then what? What exactly do I do down here with no nets? You know? I go try to fight the bear. That's not going to happen. I fight the whites one at a time? Maybe. I guess I could run to the downstairs. That would be okay, potentially. That's probably what I should have done before. Scrolls I haven't really talked about as an option, because I think it's just not good. I mean, using them earlier than later would be cool, because it would mean that confuse is not an issue. Is summon and out. Kind of. I have summon small mammal at 47%. This is something I probably should have used beforehand. I don't think it's the move because the fail rate is so high. I really probably should have trained some of this. I didn't expect this early game to be so annoying on a Gladiator. Yeah, it's an out. I mean, if I used it, maybe, but I think no, this is like the worst. Yeah, I have misplayed a bit. I think this is probably the worst thing that we could do here. And the reason is that if he decides to confuse me, we end up with a friend that we straight up can't do anything except for like drink a potion, because we'll just attack our friend and end up surrounded by guys. It's like no good. The sunk cost fallacy move, I don't understand. Why is this? What does the sunk cost fallacy have to do with anything? Yeah, I think that if we were going to try to run away, we would just walk. Doesn't friendly fire dispel it now? Yes, that's true. That got changed. Okay, so we would not have a hostile ally. Nevertheless, I still think that if I really wanted to run away from him, the move would be to walk twice. Or I guess to walk once and see what happens. Because if I walk once and he shoots something at me, then we can pretty much guaranteed take a step and then get out of here, you know? Not guaranteed, he could still confuse me and possibly make me stumble down the stairs. Yeah, doesn't he? I think that's a thing you can do now. Throwing stuff at him is not a good option, even the Atropa. So here's the thing. Basically, I think running is out of the picture as a reasonable option. I just don't think the odds are in my favor. So we're going to fight. The question is, do I read first? And that's almost definitely no, because if I get immolation, that means we have to go run away. On the other hand, yeah, read is also a turn. That's true. On the other hand, if we got silence, that'd be great. If we got summoning, that'd be great. If we got fear, that'd be great. If we got blink, that would be serviceable. If we got telly, that would be helpful. I don't know. It's not read. There's just too many things that could go wrong. Torment would ruin my day. Vulnerability would ruin my day. Most of these are completely useless, you know, like just neutral. Yeah, summon and silence are unlikely as well. Fog reveals him. No. Not unless they change something. So the real question is, do we swing or do we drink in advance? It's quite the dice roll. Out of our potions, I think about half of these would be helpful right now. Ambrosia, Berserk, Rage. Let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not going to count resistance. I mean, that'd be helpful, but it's not going to be all that useful right now. So let's say 7 potions out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it's actually below a 50% chance for the potion to be anything valuable. I think that they normalized the... didn't they normalize the distribution of potions recently? Or did they simply make it so they can spawn on D1? Because if it's not the exact same percentages, then this little goofy math problem I'm doing right now doesn't really doesn't really work out. Like, experiences... Yeah, I was going to say, Potion of Experience is probably not as likely as everything else. There's no way that's the case. Did I count that, by the way? All they did was add all item types to D1. Yeah, well, in that case, I can't do this problem because I don't know how likely these things are. Rare items, still rare. I think we just have to swing. I'm like 90% sure that's the optimal thing from this point. It's gotta be, right? Wow! We get another kick and he doesn't die. Alright, he's dead. Quaffing a potion is bound to be a good one. I don't live by that logic, my friend. Easy clap indeed. Boy, that was a pants pooping situation. I don't feel real good about my tactics this game. I mean, this was a pretty tough early game so far, but I've definitely done some misplays. I think we would probably have one more net right now. Why shields over fighting? Because I'm still attacking below 1 speed sometimes, and that's very bad. I do want some fighting. I got a beefy downstairs. Attacking quickly is even more important, you know? Honestly, SH would help me more than anything else versus these particular enemies. I would take another point of SH over, like, a level of fighting. Believe me, we're going to get fighting soon. You know, we just happened to find this buckler, so I want to get value out of it. I don't know if I'm going to get an SH out of that, but it is going to make me attack faster. Okay, we can... I think we can safely auto-explore. I don't think I've seen more than one wizard. I should level my Brap skill. Dude, I'd like to. That would have really helped me. We haven't seen any Braps. What the fuck is up with that, you guys? We've had, like, so many high-tension situations and no Braps whatsoever. I feel robbed of my Braps. Well, I guess we have Magic Dart now. I haven't been eating anything. Good point. We were all wrong about the location of the sewer, by the way. It was in the bottom right. Thank you for the follow, Haas. What do you attack for 10? Jeez. River rats are no joke. But they're only speed 10, so. Hey, there it is, finally. We pooped a little bit. You emit a cloud of foul miasma. I mean, when it works, it'll do some amazing things. Okie dokie. We have done this floor despite my best efforts to lose this character. We have managed to stay alive. Let's go down the staircase that we haven't seen before, and okay, we have a Kiku altar. I mean, at 10 intelligence, it's questionable, but Kiku... Oh, I mean, Kiku works in general. Kiku is one of those gods where you're going to have a rather boring game, but it will be a winning game if you know what you're doing. As long as you take Kiku, get a book and start rolling along. Although we already have the shield, we're in a really good place to just be a melee guy. We're gonna have Arlek. We are not Monstrous Facet. You know, we don't have like 3. We're not gonna like get robbed out of our equipment, so we're gonna have good AC. You know, as far as demon spawns go. My instinct is that Kiku is wrong here, although like we need some help right now, but I just don't think it's gonna help that much. I really probably should train some summons, honestly. Summons would let me... Yeah, we've already got the summon small mammal. Why don't we go ahead... Yeah, I'm not going to go Kiku. We're just going to we're just going to use Summon Small Mammal, basically, to get us out of bad situations. Alright, read the 2 stack of scrolls. It's Identify. Okay. Identify Potion for sure. That was Curing. So we would not have been too sad if we had drank it, but... had drunk it, but... the way that the wizard fight worked out, I'm glad we didn't. Plus, it would have been better when we were confused. Alright, Identify Scroll. Magic Mapping. Doesn't Kiku protect you from miscasts? Only for necromancy spells, which we don't have any of those right now. He would give us some, you know, in a minute, but... This is cool. I like the fact that Robin's pack, you can just kind of meme them, you know? As soon as Robin is no longer aware of you, you can just dab on them, you know, one at a time. Pull these guys up, kill them in the hallway. Pretty cool, right? But yeah, if I had found Kiku on D1, we would have taken him for sure. Now that we're on D4, and I've already kind of gone along on this melee quest, I don't think we need him in particular, since we can kind of sort of use Summon Small Mammal to get out of here, you know, if there's a problem. To block, you know, we can use it to block. 14 damage out of this imp. 3 shot. Good chance to confuse these Atropa darts. I think we just don't fight him. It's just a bit risky. I really wanted to take down Robin. Okay. Maybe we go for the bear. I don't really want to deal with him berserking. I think we go for the whites now. No, the drain would be really painful. Like, really painful at 38 AP. Why didn't I explore the north right? That's where I'm going next. I was just thinking, I basically forgot about the white drain. So yeah, I shouldn't be here. Have I missed anything? I feel like we should have more resources right now. Am I just imagining things? Am I being greedy, perhaps? Yeah, no, this is definitely optimal. Anani Badger, you're right. I'm a bit afraid of going off in a direction away from this thing, because if any of those doors somehow get open, it's going to be real bad if I end up with the Hornet on my ass, you know? Can't exactly Atropa him. Also, we're rather far away from a staircase now, and oh, look! There's the white. There's a white. Ring of Profire. I mean, that'd be handy. We could net him. Oh yeah, I know. It's another draining guy. We could net him and just go for it. +0 robe, so his AC is not any stronger than it ordinarily would be, but he's got really good AC, you know. If the fight goes poorly, we just get drained forever. Found a lot of books at a bookstore and a melee dude. Yes. God, Searing Ray might have even been the right choice here. I guess I could try to mammal him to death. If I can get like a couple of quokkas, we can probably melee him. And if I take him up, yeah, I don't know. If we take him up, I can just like, I would say that we could just like kite him forever, but the problem is that his draining means that I can't just reset the fight, you know, harmlessly. And his base damage is not bad even before the drain. I could have -2 drain, maybe. But we're looking at How much damage are we looking at? We're looking at 8. Plus 8 is 16. That's just the base. And then Drain does how much? Max HP. Yeah. How much? How much? These days. Come on. It's in here somewhere. Cool. I get to not know. The LearnDB just doesn't tell me. That's really cool and based and definitely awesome. I know it's a flat amount, you know. Maybe I had to put Drain Brand. Additional damage divided by 4. Okay, so let's say 16. 4, 8, 12, 16. 4 plus 3 is 7. Additional 7 damage, so he can two-shot me. Yeah, no, I don't think we can melee him. I don't think we can do that. I don't think that we can take the risk. Which makes this floor some bullshit. Yeah, it might be D5, unfortunately, or that hatch. I don't think it's going to be the hatch. It could be the Hornet. You know, come to think of it, what can the Hornet do to me now? 28 damage reduced by GDR twice. He can't go upstairs. And he doesn't heal HP. I know he's fast. That's why I said 28. That's the number of he gets 2 attacks each turn, presumably. If we could just, like, bounce him from staircase to staircase, throwing rocks at him, he eventually dies. You know? Take a long time, but we have a lot of stones, you know? I just can't let him attack us, really. God, I don't know, this is really... It's tough, you guys. Did I actually kill Robin? I don't think I got Robin himself. There was a Shadow Imp over here, so let's grab this stuff. If we run into the Shadow Imp again, we just run away. Tempted to magic map, but we've seen most of this floor. Yeah, no, we didn't kill Robin. This is a bit further south than I'd like to be. There he is. Where is a battle cry? Okay. Please don't be here, Mr. Shadow Imp. Good. 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 Alright, now you can do base damage of 2 plus spear. Robin, I don't give a shit. I don't care. This is a fictional goblin. I do not give a shit. I do not give a shit, you guys. I care about my efficacy at gaining experience and items from this enemy in this video game. Priorities. Okay. Okay. Hello, Ogre. Ogre cannot one-shot me. This would be a nice chunk of experience. 17 plus GSC is 22, plus 17 is 39 damage, but I have GDR, presumably at least 2, so I don't see him one-shotting me. I don't know. I guess I can't be 100% sure. This is where I start getting punished for not training any fighting yet, breaking my cardinal rule. Okay, there's a white behind him. Remember that time I killed an ogre with rats? I'd like to make that happen again. Let's see what happens with the boomerang. I mean, we can... Okay, we miscast summon small mammal. I was going to say we can try to get him at range, but it's not really happening for me. However, the boomerang thing gave me an idea. We're doing reasonable enough damage with that we might be able to take down one of the whites at range. Maybe. I doubt it. Maybe. Sure, I'm glad he didn't notice me. Holy shit. He sure is way up north. He's also opened the door into the hornet chamber, which is terrifying. Monsters seem to like know exactly where I am this run at all times. It's really frustrating. Let me tell you what. Oh no! No, it's like a whole pack of whites, and they've decided to split up in the exact correct way to ruin my whole life. Okay, goodbye. He threw a rock at me. That's good, I guess. Ogre kicked over the hornet's nest. Indeed. Okay, we have to go this way. I mean, surely the whites are gone from over here now, right? I still don't want to fight Mr. Bear. But if we net him and use small mammals, then maybe Christ, I don't know. Can he rage out of the blindness and confusion? I think he can, if I were to try to atropa him. Dude, this run has been outrageous. I know I've misplayed here and there, but I don't think I can completely blame my predicament on misplays. I do think this has been a little harder than usual. Man, it's brutal. But no, there is no question that I've played incorrectly in some places. I would have slightly more resources, I think. Easiest runs in CDDA history. Kevin? Kevin, is that you? I guess we could pop on the scale mail again, bringing our AC to 9 and our EV to 9, down to 9. More AC would be pretty handy versus the Black Bear for as long as he is not berserked. Once he's berserked, though, it's just kind of like a losing proposition either way, to try to stay in melee with him. What's his AC like? Only 1 pip, so if we net him, he should die reasonably fast. Or I can just go down the stairs. I think we just go down the stairs. What are the chances of this floor being dog shit as well? It creaks loudly. Nothing yelled, though. Okay, a ring. Things are automatically identified now, so I could open the door back on D4. What do you mean, this one up here? I didn't want to risk their... See, if I did that and there was still something behind it, the problem is that it would have been alerted to me, which means that I now have this staircase that I can't, if I gotta go run away, go down the staircase, and I can't come back up, and then I'm truly trapped on D5. Whereas right now, because I went straight to D5, if something really shitty is on this floor, I kind of sort of still have the ability to jump back up, you know, and see what's behind door number 2, so to speak, you know. So I'm kind of keeping my options open. I have this magic mapping. I really maybe should be using that here. The ogre shouts. I didn't hear any shouts back. Okay, we get memed. 74% chance, 51% chance to confuse and whatnot. We get nothing. I really, 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 really wanted to confuse him so I could throw boomerangs at him. But it just didn't happen for me. I guess we could, like, last-ditch effort try to small mammal here, but I don't know what that's going to do for me. Unless it shows up, like, right there, and he misses against it a bunch. And there's the chance that he could random energy my ass, ending up right next to me, and I miscast summon small mammal. So probably the best thing for me to do would be to go up. I am deeply annoyed. Wasn't there a poison dart that I found somewhere? Yeah, right next to this guy. I could have run around a pillar up there. For what purpose, though? I cannot safely engage him. Because even if I'm right about having enough GDR for him not to be able to one-shot me, even though he's very slow, I do think he can get random energy to get my darts again. Oh, I see. Maybe. I didn't even consider that because I wanted to get to the staircase as soon as possible. Like, if I had gone up here, there was a chance there's like a hallway here, some fast bullshit pops out, and then I'm between an ogre and an enemy, an unknown enemy. Could have been very, 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 very bad. I mean, yeah, it sucks that I don't have my Atropa, but what am I gonna do, you know? Boy, this fucking game just doesn't quit, does it? This run, wow. I still don't think I'm misplaying that hard, you know? Between an ogre and a hard place. Ho ho ho. Yeah, I don't know. Why I refuse to train throwing? Well, again, it's because I want to, once I get my shields to 4, my attacks become way more safe. Atropa is much worse than Curare. Curare still exists. Atropa is literally just refluffed Confusion Dart. It's confuse and blind. I would, believe you me, I would rather have Curare any day of the week. If we had Curare, man, this would be smooth sailing. Continuous clusterfuck 24/7, basically. Okay, so what are we gonna do? If I go up, that means we're kind of married to going this way. Maybe fooling around on the floor until things move around and I can go get back here. Everything here is speed 1, so unless I get myself caught in a hallway, or I fight the bear foolishly, no shield plus throwing skilled up and actually hitting could almost make all these fights easier. Well, the thing is, Anani Badger, I am building this character for if the worst case scenario happens in the early game, which is I'm stuck in melee, I've got to duke it out with somebody, or die. Yes, training throwing would be pretty handy right now, but no matter how much throwing I have, there is a chance I end up in melee if I get unlucky, if I run into something that's fast enough, so on and so forth. I really do think my skilling is as good as it can be. The only thing I'm not sure about is the summons. I mean, I don't know, maybe I am overtraining shields. It's possible. It's a moot point soon. As soon as I get to 4, we're done. Okay, this is huge. Potentially huge. We got a potion. Okay, we got dabbed on. You hear a shout. That's probably a white. Please, no bears. No bears, no bears, no bears, no bears. With just a little bit of luck, we could just, like, slap this thing with a boomerang, you know? If I hadn't heard a shout behind him, I don't know, I might actually feel good about about just trying to kite him, because I'm still unsure. If he gets random energy with his slow attack, I'm not sure if he can get 2 hits on me. Like, he hits me, I walk away, he gets random energy, he hits me again. I'm not sure that's even possible, due to the fact that he's a slow attacker. He can do 17 plus GSC is 39 damage, I have 38 HP, 6 AC, I'm going to assume probably guaranteed 2 damage blocked. I could do the math real quick. Probably would be better if I just popped on the old scale mail. Problem is, I am still attacking below a little bit slower than speed 1 sometimes because of my shields. So being in melee with him is probably not so good. But the long story short is, because I can't even think about doing this, because as there's a guy behind him, I could easily get trapped, you know? boomerangs just didn't do the damage, man. I could try to pull his ass up, but it's just a really bad idea. Hey, Gridgem, you know, we've had a miserable early game, just really bad. So I go back there, and there's whites. I go back there, and there's whites. Now, I've fooled around on this floor a bunch, so maybe there won't be whites. I bet you there's going to be whites. What if the freaking battle axe guy's right next to me? It's what you going to do, you know? Check the VODs later. I have to go up, though. I can't. There's nothing to do against this dude other than net him and try to melee. It's just no good. Well, the battle axe guy was here. A lot of time passed on D4. I don't know, you guys. I'm real tempted to take the altar. At this point, Zom might actually do more good than harm in some of these situations. Is that a crazy thing to say? It probably is. The Leo Little Book strategy. It would be tagged as high tension versus most of these things, especially as my HP goes down. So Zom would act. We stand a reasonable chance of getting a god that does not help us very much. If we got... Oh, Zom is anti-streak for sure. But I think at this point, due to the situation that I'm in, I think it may be statistically best for me to roll the dice on this Fated Altar. Because it's not likely that I get Zom. Only Zom, Sifmuna, and Vehumet would be actively stupid. And Zom's the only one that would be actively bad. Che might be worse now. Che is an interesting one. I think Che does more good than harm right now. Believe it or not. We would immediately become just way more of a melee workhorse, you know? I have a better chance of getting a good god versus bad. Maybe? Remember that we can't get the good alignment gods, so that takes away some of the acceptable ones. No, I mean, you're right. Most of these would be a lot more good than bad. I did not expect when starting this run that I would be seriously considering taking a Fated Altar and thinking it might be the optimal thing to do. Terrific. Jeez, I don't know. I don't know. I'm real worried about popping down into this staircase, or especially this staircase, and just having some bullshit swing on me for a ton of damage. I do think that not taking Kiku was the correct choice, by the way. Like, we would be having a miserable time right now if we had taken Kiku. And by that I mean we really wouldn't have gotten any mileage out of him at all yet. We've had like a dearth of experience, I think. Then again, I might just feel that way because I've been pumping way too much experience into things that are high skill, you know. Gotten less value than we probably should have. I think I probably should have just lived with my relatively slow attacks and gone for Fighting 3, now that I think about it. Is Kiku ever good? I think that Kiku is an extremely optimal god, and if I had found him on D1, even on this Gladiator, I would have taken him. The fact that we found him on D4 after kind of devoting ourselves to being a melee dude, and the amount of time it would take to get the first book, and blah, 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 I just don't think it was the right thing to do. But in general, I think Kiku's great. If you have a reasonably casty kind of character, you know, one who perhaps has a little more intelligence than Tin, then I think it's Kiku, because Necromancy is just so strong. Kiku pretty much gives you the game for free if you know what you're doing. I mean, take that Necronomicon, you can win the game with just Haunt by itself if you want. I mean, even if you're not ahead, as long as you can, if you think you can survive to the first book, does Animate Skeleton still exist? I bet it doesn't. Supposedly. I feel like they took this out. Kiku does anything for you in Zot? Hell yeah! Kiku makes Simulacrum castable. And by castable, I mean he gives you corpses, you know, of really powerful things. Simulacrums can kill orbs of fire, and basically everything else in the game. The Corpse Call, you can just use Animate Dead, and you have dragons helping you in Zot. Haunt kills Orbs of Fire if you're willing to cast it enough times. Infestation just kind of clears entire floors of anything in the entire game, you know? Yeah, that's the problem. That is, you may have to reset the fight a couple times because, as you say, the simulacrums will sometimes, well, I don't know if you were using simulacrums or Animate Dead, but simulacrums will get one-shotted by the Orb of Fire, but if they can get a couple swings in, the orbs will probably die. What you really want to do is you want to haunt them from the edge of line of sight like 50 times, get them slowed with the AF slow attack that happens, and then you start with the simulacrums. They have more of a chance to get there. So it takes a little bit of subtlety. You know, you can't just kind of run in and use your simulacrums and have it clear the Orbs of Fire. You have to be a little bit careful, but no, I think it's great. Infest also, by the way, will kill Orbs of Fire if you get a little bit lucky. Again, because of AF slow, and they just do okay, well, really good damage. Maybe less so versus Orb AC. Anyway, I'm getting a little sidetracked. Oh my god, I don't know what to do. I'm actually at a loss. I have the magic mapping, which doesn't help me here anymore. I kind of just want to go down here, go over here, and magic map. If I take the Fated Altar, and I get Zom, I honestly think that helps me more than it hurts me right now. That sounds bizarre, but I'm convinced. Because every single one of these staircases is a high tension. That's the mechanic in the background that determines, it's like how hard of a time the game thinks you're having it. High tension situations, which means Zom will act, and I think it means he'll do good Zom actions more often than bad. If I got Che, would I just lose? Like I was saying with Che, I do think he does more good than harm, but I might get Kiku with the Fated Altar. Oh my god. Yeah, that's the problem. If I got Kiku, Sif, or Vehumet, I've officially made this game into a hellish sort of adventure, and I've not helped myself. I'm just going to go downstairs. I've got a... Okay, good. It really wasn't likely for the whites to be next to me. I just had a feeling the way this game has gone, I thought it was going to meme me. I'd have free Kiku piety. Oh boy! I guess I could get the first book real quickly. No, it still gives you extra piety. Extra piety right off the bat. I think is it 1 or 2? I think it's 2, like a monk. No, they didn't take that away. I know this because I played .27 Jenny Artificer, I took a Fated Altar, I got Trog, and I could immediately Berserk. I just don't think the book would be that helpful. Okay, 14 damage on this dude, so I've still gotten memed a little bit on this staircase. We've got to kill him. We're gonna summon Small Mammal. He still cannot two-shot me, but if he gets next to me, this is a big problem. The goal was to end up with a little rat between me and him, and just be able to, like, continue summoning things over and over. If I keep typing, I might find Oka. Maybe. 55% chance to hit. Why does it say ally target? Oh, because my ally is attacking him, I guess? That's an interesting... I wonder why they added that. Well, if I do net him, his evasion goes to 0, and then my little guys can help. If I just swing on him, though, he probably dies, is the thing. So do I just walk up? I think... Here's what I think I do. I think I walk this way, and if he does a bunch of damage to me... Yes, Fated can give you Jivia. If he does a bunch of damage to me, we can then just, like, walk here, you know, and have a wrap between me and him, and that gives me at least one turn, probably, to summon crap again. Getting desperate. I guess I could, like, throw the net as well. No, I'm gonna do this. Okay, he tried to attack me, which is good. You could attack me all you want. 6 damage, that's fine. We're gonna swing. My bat hits him twice, that's cool. Swing. Kick hits him. Our Ox attack is doing work. Swing. Thank you for not hitting me for 14, sir. Swing, he dies. We're gonna rest. And of course... Oh my fucking god, there's 2 different ogres, aren't there? There is no way that the ogre from down here came all the way around in the 10 or whatever turns. You gotta be shitting me. Yeah, there's 2 ogres. There's 2 ogres, and then there's this white pack. Now, if that white pack is over here... Okay, so the thing is, we can't go down here. Because if this guy is standing there, it's instant GG. There's no way. I mean, maybe because of a slow attack, maybe we could go down and back up. It would be real stupid. We can't engage this. And if I go over to this staircase, there's a chance that I'm just totally fucked because I could have like all the whites around me and just eat a bunch of damage. Remember, a battle axe does 20 damage. Okay, so 28 plus drain. He can definitely one-shot me. Right? 15, actually. Still, it's quite a lot. If I could reset ogre fights, I suppose you could kill them with miasma. Yes, that would be amazing. I'm just not convinced that I can safely reset them, taking random energy into account. Maybe? But yeah, that's a perfectly legitimate... I mean, honestly, just like meleeing, even without the miasma, would stand a good chance of killing them, but... Yes, I could dive to D5, and that's I think, probably what I'm inclined to do. If I had full... Not with him being right here. No, I could doot, and just go straight there. It just means that I'm trapped on D5 with less than 100% HP, which seems like a bad decision. Yes, that's the problem. Something I could have done, or something I could still do, is I could just like walk. And then kind of go here, I guess. Giving myself time to heal a bit. But I think that's a real bad idea, because if I get trapped along the way from an enemy, it's just bad. This fucking blows, dude. Real bad. South left is pretty based. I mean, we don't know what else down here is the thing. There could be even worse enemies there for all I know. I doubt it, but maybe. Remember, we still have a net. It can't be worse. Even something as simple as like a particularly beefy zombie would be really bad if it popped out right here and blocked my path. You know? Comedy option would be for me to take a step up and hope he just turns around, because he hasn't seen me yet. I think we go up. I rest. The ogre did notice me and shout as I went up, by the way. I go down. Thank God, no whites. Again, not really likely, but the game could have just chosen to kind of fuck me there. Well, all kinds of things can show up on D5. I want to try to avoid going to D5 if I can, but I think that's just like not even an option at this point. Where do I go now? I don't know yet. I just know that this is the path. Well, we can try the boomerang play again. Oh, wait, I know what I do. Yeah, we go down like this. Where's our boy? I shout, and of course he's just gone? Is that the big meme? There we go. Just take the faded altar. No! Okay. Well, rats can totally kill him if we get a little bit lucky. So this is cool. That's fine. He's going to want to come near me. So do I cast again? The bat's definitely going to end up in the way, right? Yeah, because of the way the slow attacks work. Order all to attack. Cool, that's fine. Oh, he ends up next to me, that's fine. I think I am safe to swing. Right? Because he attacks slowly. So attack, move, I swing at speed 1. I should be safe, right? Alternately, we could just walk down and to the left. God, I wish I had a better understanding of how this new slow attack speed thing works. This should be the exact same mechanic as Juggernauts. And if I understand how Juggernauts work, based on my memory of how that works, I think I have at least a turn. But they only have, oh cool, it's not even in here. Well, I promise ogres have attack, like, not 450%, but it's something. What's his max damage these days? His max damage is indeed a big fat 39. But at 6 AC, I think I can block 2, maybe? 1 damage, perhaps? It's 17 plus... It's 17 plus 22, so... For some reason, they didn't bother to reduce this by 2. When they made the change to take away the -2 thing for -2 damage thing for enemies wielding weapons. And yes, indeed, GSC still does 22. So yeah, 39 damage. Yeah, I think he can one-shot me. I'm gonna swing though. You block the ogre's attack. Okay, so we tested it, and we have verified he can indeed swing on me after attacking and then moving. He is not so slow like a Juggernaut that... How did he move and attack you at speed 1? Well, he's been here. He didn't move and attack in the same turn. He attacked my ally. He took a step the next turn, and then he attacked me the turn after that. Now, I thought... Well, I don't know. I mean, I thought because of the slow attack thing, he wouldn't be able to do that. Surely he can't attack again, because I'm attacking at speed 1, or 1.1, so I should be safe to swing. Yeah, there it is, okay. Unfortunately, I missed. Gonna take a step, and he swung. I am going to throw a boomerang at him. Cool. Because he's getting attacked by like a billion things, he actually got, not confused, but I guess distracted, and he just kind of walked down and to the left. Maybe he was trying to reach me, actually. He's almost dead. I feel like it's probably better if I just step up and let my bats get a couple more attacks on him, right? We could attack. He's distracted. We could get... Technically, we could get a stab. We don't need that. We just need to hit him. The thing is that I'm trying to... I still think he can one-shot me. I'm not so sure about my GDR right now. I would feel real confident about my GDR if this was the old style. But I think 6AC, I have like 1% GDR or some bullshit, you know? It's just like, I probably only block one damage. I don't know. I need the XP to not be stolen. I don't give a shit about the XP. I care about clearing this floor. Believe me, that's not even a little bit of a concern right now. Getting this floor a little more emptied of bullshit that can one-shot me, way more important. Although, yeah, I would like the XP, but what are you going to do, you know? If I take a step, I could potentially earn myself another turn to throw javelins, boomerangs or something at him. So let's step. Okay, he's still there. Awesome. Tab seems based. All right, we throw. Does no damage. Wow, he's just, yeah. He's trying to hit the rat and failing. This is 1.3 attack speed, but that's okay. Throw, and yeah, we got him. Boom, baby. All right, I actually am going to take throwing to 2. And then we're going to take fighting to 3. Now that's a level. We'll get strength. Frost condenses into a shield before you. Oh, shit. That's actually a really, really good one for the early game. We just got a bunch of SH. 4 is a lot of SH. That would have been even cooler if we didn't have a buckler, but I'm not going to cry about that. Oh, dude, last game I think we killed an ogre just like with 3 rats, and we didn't even help. Yeah, that is huge. Alrighty, not bad. Not bad. I don't feel terrible about meleeing Mr. Hornet now. Is that not ice mail-like? No blue on my SH? I don't know, it says meltable, so if I take fire damage it should go away, but I don't know. I think this is new. This is probably a reference to Condensation Shield, the old spell. I can take his GSC. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know. 44 HP. 1428. 40, 56. If he gets 2 rounds on me, assuming he attacks twice each round. With a decent amount of GDR, that's a lot better. And with shields, I probably block some of that. I think that we pop on the scale mail and we try to melee this guy now. Like we pull him to the staircase, we melee him once. If he hits us, we go up. We should be happy it's not a regular Hornet, my friend. Oh no, he has awakened. That's okay. That's okay, because that means I have poison darts now, which is pretty good. That's pretty good. That's something I wish I had had before. That's going to let me deal with ogres a bit more. By the way, I'm done being stealthy. We're dropping the leather armor. Getting more GDR is the most important thing. I can kill the bear now. Maybe, if he berserks... Well, the problem is I 100% do not want to go down the staircase, because the other ogre could still be there. And while I can definitely survive one hit by it now, I wouldn't necessarily be able to survive going up. But yeah, the dart versus bear would probably work. Everything is 1 speed except for the bear, as far as I know, on this floor. So we're just gonna... I feel really, really safe about walking around the open floor now. I feel less safe about fighting the bear. We should be okay. Darts should solve the problem. And we have the net, if not, although that could fail. Yes, we would pre-summon. I'm just trying to decide if I want to try to clear out more of the floor. The problem is, like, a huge portion of the floor is like bullshit monsters that I can walk away from, but nevertheless don't want to melee, which is the whites. Like, they just do a lot of damage, they drain me, I don't want to fool with that, you know? Yeah, let's clear this thing out. This is the one thing... This is the one thing on the floor that can outrun me. Pull bear up and miasma him. Sort of? There's no guarantee that miasma actually shows up at any point. Any situation where I'm running the risk of... This'll have to do. Uh-oh. Any situation where I'm, like, running the risk of, like, oh, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, and he's faster than me is probably a bad situation. Yeah, Gridgem, I agree. I'm just going to walk away and let poison kill him because I didn't want to take more damage. So that was a surprise, and this is exactly what I didn't want to happen. Now I'm between the white and the bear, presumably, if he's still there. And I'm sure his pack is not far behind, so I think that maybe I... Well, my stealth is holding out. Well, northeast. We avoid him noticing us. We got quite lucky there. Does bear berserk if he is unharmed? That is a good question. I don't think so. I actually don't know how that works. I think he's more likely to... They can go berserk when they are afraid. Okay, so yeah, only at low HP. That's weird that I didn't have that memorized. So what you're suggesting that I let myself get hit until the miasma shows it. That's a really interesting strategy. That might... I don't know what mechanics govern miasma happening. That's actually a really... That's incredibly clever. That might be optimal. Because especially with GDR, we don't take much damage per hit. It's like, it sounds like a bizarre strategy on its face, but yeah, that may be the optimal move. Because once the miasma's in place, you really don't need to be afraid of berserk. He'll die crazy fast. Plus, he'll be getting slowed every round. And he's only speed 10 while not zerked. So if you start to take too much damage, you can just walk away, go to a staircase. I would want to pull him to a safe floor though if I was going to try that. With Zot timer, it can be bad. Yeah, but we have 24,000 turns. We're fine for the time being. Does miasma land on his square? I think that always does land on an enemy, but I can't be sure. It doesn't look like there's anything in LearnDB about the... Maybe I can miasma mutation. I think it's called like rotting something. What if I... foul stench. Let's look up foul stench is what it's called. When damaged in melee. Yeah, it doesn't give any particular details on how often it happens or whatever. Can't believe we're still on D4. We're like 2 hours into the session. You posted the details? Oh, 33% chance to give attacker sickness, 20% chance. I think the chance goes up if your level is higher. Hey, there's our boy. Honestly, though, at 27 HP, like, he's not gonna... You know what? Because he only berserks once he's low HP, no, this is 100% safe. This is super safe for us to just throw this crap at him. He might be, but that's okay. This bear's gonna die before he can do anything to me. See? Because I could just keep walking away from him, and he would have gotten like a hit or two on me, but he was poisoned enough that he would have died, you know? And yeah, that's... I am glad that we... I knew I was going to be able to kill the bear quickly, but I am glad I decided to take care of that before saying hello to the ogre. Now we've got an irritating problem, because, you know, this guy's here. I gotta say, Battle Axe White on D4 is kind of miserable. I've got to walk around, unfortunately. Yeah, exactly, Honey Badger. Again, we're dealing pretty much entirely with speed 10 things now, so... Oh no! Okay, that's an issue. I can close the door on him, and he probably doesn't go around. Probably. I don't want to take that staircase either. Although if he did go around, that would be fine, because then I could just open up and go down, although I don't really want to do that. I would like to just melee this guy into the ground, but I don't think that's going to happen for me. Oh, we have a 67% chance of failing summon small mammal in this armor. That's a pretty good argument for wearing something lighter. Well, let's take fighting to 4, and then we'll work on summons a little more, since we've already started fighting. Anyway, gosh, I don't know. With our SH to 9, I mean, maybe we melee this and win, maybe we don't. 64% chance to hit with the net. AC is only 1 star. I think we just close the door. Okay. They call me the door closer. I feel like reasonably confident about fighting a bad damage, like a bad weapon white. You know? You know what? I want to step down now. Because this will give this ogre some time to... Okay, cool. This is awesome, actually. I should be able to melee him. Nope! Nope. Just to be safe, we're gonna drag him up. And he dies to poison. Cool. Oh, hello. You hear a shout X2. There was an orc pack here this whole time? Wow. We suck in melee, you guys. For some reason. What terrible things happened? Nothing. We've had no problems at all. Just been dominating the game. Dagger of Venom. I should not be tabbing this guy. Well, let's pull him up to safety. See, all it takes is one hit to really do a whole lot of damage. But you know what? We are so safe now. Because I can just kite him forever. I can just... Yeah, I'm going to let myself go to full HP. And if we get lucky and get random energy and I can pop up that staircase, we'll do that. If not, by the time we get full HP, which we have, we will try to melee him. Based? Holy based. Well, look what we have now. I do think that this is better than the rapier versus most foes right now. Alrighty, well, hell yes. Oh, Dagger of Venom is huge. If you can get it off your enemy in the early game, it like... I don't want to say that it gives you a totally free game, but it puts you on the road to a free game. What is the ring? We don't know yet. We weren't able to pick it up because that ogre ruined our day. Oh, hey, that's good. Magic resistance. Yeah, I thought I had a force more for it, Gridgen, but apparently not. I mean, that's why I just, in the early game, I just check manually which is better, Venom or Electricity. In the early game, I would take Venom over Electricity. Later on, mid-game, etc., Electricity probably. The way it works is Venom, 50% chance to trigger on each attack. And with the proper kiting, you will basically be able to kill almost anything in the early game. Electricity only has a 1/3 chance to proc, but if it procs, it's going to do like a flat amount of damage that's going to wreck most things. So because of Venom's reliability, I prefer that early on. Yeah, Electricity is really swingy. As sick as possible off the darts. And he dies. Hell yeah. Let's take spellcasting to 1. Wow, we are like the ice demon. We just got AC +4. So if fire damage hits me, I'm in real trouble. Two of my... Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Is that the same one? Is this stuff tied together now? I don't know, you guys. I think that's 2 different mutations, right? You think it's tied together? Ice Mail. Yeah, these Learn DB things. Yeah, that's the spell. That's the old Condensation Shield spell. These Learn DB things are going to be based on old versions. Onto an Ifrit. Well, there is a fire protection ring somewhere around here. Somebody was wearing one. You hear a distant slurping noise. What? What? Well, that's a bit sad. Oh, that's doors. Okay, 50% summon small mammal. That is good enough for me. Alright, BTS. Wrong game. Milk XP by getting the jelly to eat all the doors and splitting? Probably. Actually, yeah. But isn't it eating items too? Or did they take that out as well? I thought it could still eat things that I hadn't seen yet. So knowing my luck, it's like eating all of my consumables. This is easier than D4. Okay, we're going to swap to the rapier versus the skeleton. We're just going to keep going fighting. They haven't eaten items for ages. Well, I guess I'm an old man. Even unseen ones. Interesting. Let's read the 2-stack. Enchant armor. Okay. Ordinarily, I would have probably chosen the buckler, but because of the way that AC works now, for GDR, there's no question that we're going to take the helmet. Because each point of AC moves up my guaranteed damage resistance. So I always go for the most reliable thing, which formerly was more shields, more SH. But the calculus has changed a bit, I think. Fuck you! God damn it. Alright. Wand of Ice Blast. 58% chance to hit with the Tropa, 83% chance to confuse and blind. I think I can just, yeah, I can just walk away. You can Ice Blast me like one time. Okay. And I can go here and just close the door. I sure wish I knew how much damage he could do with that. Wouldn't that be cool, Anani Badger, if I was resistant to cold? I think that would be just great. Shit, I didn't close the door. I meant to close the door. Bait out the charges with stairs. The problem is that I don't know how much damage he can do. For all I know, he can one-shot me. I don't think so, but it could be 3d20. I guess I could... Oh, he used it on me, doesn't he? He did about 20 damage to me with it. Or 10, 15 maybe. 3d 4.67 plus power divided by 5. 3d 6 plus power / 12 for monsters. So what is spell power for a monster? It has to do with the hit dice. We can do the math here. Anybody know that off the top of their head? HD times 12? Man, it's amazing that they still haven't added this kind of thing, like, to tell you how much damage it can do to you, you know? Okay, so HD 3, so times 12, 12, 24, 36. 36 divided by 12 is 3, 6, 12, 18, 3d6, he can do 18 damage with it. That explains why he didn't do all that much to me. Oh, sweet. We can melee ogres now, by the way, which is nice. Based. I like seeing ogres now, actually. This is a perfectly legitimate enemy for me to fight now, even in melee. In fact, it's just like a nice fat pile of experience. Hey, I'll take it. That's fine. 12 times HP. Do you mean HD? I hope it's not 12 times HP. That would be terrifying. This floor was stacked. Yeah, well, the white packs are still running around as well. Okay, so that means he could only do 18. That means I can safely roll down and then come back up, which means that we can roll the dice on this a little bit safely. In fact, he did no damage to me. That's kind of cool. Confused. As sick as possible. Less confused. I'm going to use a trope again. There we go. Get me that. Alright, we have Ice Blast now. That's pretty cool. That's a Necrophage. That's less cool. Poopa. That thing has immunity to poison, so it's also going to rot the hell out of me. It's almost bad enough for me to want to use a net. Or at least some mammals. I'm going to go up, actually. Alright, well this has happened. That's not good. I probably shouldn't have been running around this floor knowing this thing was still here. Now, gosh, I think we can melee him at 15 AC and 10 EV, but I guess I don't know. I could walk backwards. Summoning animals is an option. This is really bad, though. Like, really, really bad. If I end up caught on the open floor with him, we just have to go in melee. I think that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's no way. Well, yeah, by rotting, I meant drain. I mean, it's the same thing. Effectively, I end up with less HP. Maximum. Yeah, this is really bad. I think we actually have to preemptively use the net once he's next to us. I don't think I get a choice about this, really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no way. Maybe if I could get there with him being like here, I could close it, but he's fast. There's just no way. That's true, Honey Badger. We have Ice Blast. Unfortunately, we don't have any evocations yet, and he's very resistant to cold. So it would just be a way to get a little bit of guaranteed damage on him. But he has 51 HP, so that's really not the path. This is a way shittier situation than it looks like. Now, let me tell you what I should do. I should just take him up to the staircase. That's what I should do. Doot. Hell, I might be able to make it to the door. I'm not even going to try, though. We're just going to walk. Doot. So if things go badly, I go upstairs. Oops, I'm taking damage. Oops, I'm taking damage. GG. Yeah. They don't follow you upstairs, and they don't heal damage, so that is one way to deal with zombies. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that before, because my defenses really couldn't necessarily support it, but now I am good to go. Did you guys like that miasma pooping out on him, by the way, and doing nothing? My med kit. Okay, I shouldn't. I wonder if I can melee these things now. Maybe. Yeah, throw rocks at me. I think if I just pull one of these dudes at a time, Let's test it with the crappiest one. So that's going to be the plus. This gives us the ring too, which I really want. Yeah, I knew we could melee him if he's by himself. Maybe not so much the battle axe guy, but everybody else. We are in the business now. +3 scimitar guy might be a problem too. Oh, ouch. What is it? 8+ scimitar. There we go, we got him. And I didn't get drained, curiously. Okay, I don't think it's best for me to summon versus these guys. I think I just throw bananas at them at range. I mean boomerangs, not bananas. Now we can play Leo. See, this is how I know you're not a true Leo fan, because the true best weapon for Leo is the falchion, not the scimitar. How am I not getting drained? That's a real good question. I don't know. I don't think I'm immune to drain right now. I think I'm just getting lucky. Unless they took away drain. No, there's drain life. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. Foul stench, maybe? Maybe I'm immune to draining. It could be that they just changed that in the code and it's like an oversight, you know? Oh, shit! Who was it that said I was going to run into Minkare? You win the prize. Minkare was on this floor as well. Isn't that just something? I got the, oh, it took off the drain. I didn't see myself get drained. Hi, Mankey. Oh, hey, Herschel, what's up? You can't blind or poison him. He's undead. Hey, Gary Burton, what's up, man? We could just throw boomerangs at him and maybe kill him safely. He is slow, but he can haste himself is the thing. Yeah, he's a mummy, dude. Having the Ring of Magic Resistance is kind of cool here. It means that his pain is less likely to do anything. But dealing with him hasted, he becomes a little bit faster than me. I would feel more comfortable facing him at a staircase. He's honestly still kind of a problem. I think let's see, he knows who I am and where I am. He's got my number. I think we just walk away before he hastes himself, which he won't do off screen. Well, I'm not going to the downstairs. Yeah, exactly. That's 100% Gary Burton what I'm doing. Okay, this is the one white that I was worried about. Even now, because he does 28 damage. I'm gonna pull him up. I can try to melee him. This could go really badly really quickly. Come on. Come on. Just give this one to me. The shields are helping a lot. The dodge is helping a lot. Hell yeah. I don't think I got a point of EV out of this dodging. I took it from 2.6 to 3. I was hoping that would give me a point, but it didn't. Actually, I should be training armor. Can we recap this D4? A miserable hell adventure? I don't know. Like, if I tried to recap it, I don't think I would even be able to do it justice. There were 3 ogres. There was a massive white pack, a Minkare, a bunch of adders, I think, which is really not so bad for D4. There was a hornet zombie, which is scarier than it sounds. You just got a D4 with all the staircases guarded by Pikel, plus Edmund, plus Grinder, plus a Jib. Black Bear, yep, Black Bear. Okay, base armor rating 6, base armor rating 1. AC 7, I need 3.14 armor skill. high, huh? Okay, we have the battle axe. I don't think we're going to be training battle axe. I'll pick it up, I guess, in case I get like a brand weapon scroll, maybe. Okay. Oh yeah, Robin was here, which can be... You'd be surprised. Secretly, I think Robin is one of the most dangerous enemies in the game. In the early game, I mean. Okay, we have auto-explored all of this. Minkari is still around, but it's not the end of the world for Minkari to be around all by himself. I wonder if I can still... Can I shout? I guess the teleporter is kind of an easy out. There was a goblin with a poison dagger as well, yeah. Which ultimately was good for us. You won with a Demonspawn Conjurer. Nice, dude. Wonder if the scimitar would be better. Base attack delay 1.4. No, we're definitely attacking slower. It's a really good weapon, though. I mean, it's good enough to be I'm tempted to switch to actually train some long blades. It's a little silly, though. I think I should just keep going defenses. I know the +0 rapier and the poison dagger are good enough, you know. Oh shit. Okay, he's still there. Of course, he's still there. Done good not blowing your consumables? I mean, I don't really know what in the way of consumables I really have. I have a curing potion and that's it, you know. We're just gonna melee this guy and he goes down. I mean, we've been a little bit robbed when it comes to consumables. The only decent thing I really had was a might potion. You know? If you don't have anything except for a single curing potion and a magic mapping by D5... What gods am I looking for here? Well, I tell you, I was tempted to take the Fated Altar. I didn't take Kiku because we found him all the way on D4, and we only have 10 intelligence. We'd already kind of pointed ourselves towards melee. I'm just looking for anything that helps with melee, really. It could be Gozag, Trog, Wujan, Uskawa would be really fun. I mean, obviously Gozag would be best, but Gozag is always best. Ashinzari would be fine, even with the crappy new changes. Rue would be okay. I'd take Okawaru. Just anything melee. I'd probably even take Kazla at this point. Don't run out the clock. We have 22,000 turns. We're good. Alright, let's get him. Let's, It is the D-Friends, by the way. Okawaru is best, not Gozag, if you say so. Breh. I was really hoping I could kill Doan first. They're gonna meme me, aren't they? I'm not making a super Doan. Oh, hello, that's fine. Do I need to worry about anything here? Not really. Also, we're going to quiver our poison darts. Dagger of Draining. Secretly one of the best things you can find in the early game. On an orc. Should have been more wary. Oh, okay. Alright, buckaroo. I took another step there that I probably shouldn't have taken. He's hasted. Where's the nearest staircase? Off to the left. We should be okay. Are you really gonna... Are you gonna torment? Yeah, you're gonna torment. Okay. I should start taking this seriously. Shit. He's still slow, so he shouldn't really move much faster than me while hasted. Right? What's Minkari's actual speed? Can Torment kill you? No. But if he manages to get in front to punch me in my face with his 25 base damage, which I don't think can happen, that would be a real issue. Can't line up pain with you if I move right. Yes, I know. Yeah. That's why I was probably going to go up here, to be honest, just to cut line of sight and then to keep them in a line. Speed 12 hasted, that sounds about right. But yeah, this cuts down on the torments. The problem is that if this dude gets a single hit on me while I'm like turbo tormented, I could die. Oh, he hits massively hard in melee. This is really fucking stupid. 63%. Dude. This is really stupid. I could actually die here. 63% chance to hit, 100% chance to confuse. I'd be rolling the dice on the 63, and even then there's a chance he could just go straight to me. How much HP do you have? You have 7 HP. Would I be guaranteed to kill him with an Ice Blast? Probably, if he torments again, so that's the path. That's the path. Okay, 12 HP. He's gotta die, right? 7 HP, Ice Blast. There's no possible way. No AC, 0 AC. Yeah, he dies to an Ice Blast guaranteed. It's gotta be, right? What's... Jesus Christ. With no evocations, though. Oh, I'm pooping. So my base spell power is 0, 3D 0? That can't be right. What's my base spell power with no evocations? I will find it. Oh my god, of course it's not available. Well, I know that it's not 3D 0. 3D... And surely it's not just like 3D 1. There's no way. That would mean that it just like... minimum. That would mean the minimum is 3 damage, yeah. Which should kill. Maybe? Is that 3 HP or 4? It says heavily wounded. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what those descriptors mean exactly. What the percentages are. 3D2 sounds right to me with 0 Evo. Which, by the way, I am a huge fool for not having started training this immediately. Instead going for AC, that was a real dumb move. Doesn't it show damage now? Nope. Well, wait, you mean if I go to the item itself? Maybe. That'd be an interesting change. Oh, 3D7. Wow. Well, he's fucking dead for sure then. Cool. Let me go up. Ice Blast saves the day, baby. That's right. Alright, so my instinct was to just not leave Minkare on this floor, and turns out I was vindicated. I almost died for no reason other than a misplay, really. And we can kill Minkare, by the way. Like, that is a real thing that we can do with enough patience. Yes, the boomerang, that is indeed the way. But we have to do it while dancing around a bit. From staircase to staircase. Blazes with dark energy, that's just his cantrip. Actually, he doesn't have cantrip, that's interesting. If he hastes, or gets too close, gotta go to the staircase. You can torment me, that's fine. He hastes, so up we go. A dip to D6, and yeah, see, that's that's like a fine idea, but as we've seen, Mr. Minkare really limits my ability to do things, to safely go down and up and down and up. So, he bubbled for attention. I know that I can kill him if I, you know, if I just keep doing this. And I just keep rolling the dice, even with only 2 throwing skill. So he can torment me for an enormous amount of damage, but what he can't do is finish my ass off, you know? Not if I do this right. God damn it, I gotta have more faith. Resistant to cold. Only 24 HP. You really would think that the boomerangs would be doing more. I will eventually run out of boomerangs. Yeah, well then we have some real amazing gameplay, and I start throwing rocks at him. You don't think I will, do you? You just wait. I will do this. I will make this happen. Okay, I'm gonna have lots of faith, and we're gonna shout from here. He will see me, or hear me. 20k turns later. Okay, maybe he just doesn't know where I am anymore. That's irritating. Yep, there he is. Here we go. Alright, now we can kill him with the Ice Blast if need be. Got him. Didn't need to use Ice Blast after all. I figured I would do like 1 more boomerang, and if I ever got tormented, I was going to Ice Blast. Okay, we did get a point of AC out of that armor training. We're taking evocations to 5, which may be a little bit excessive for only 4 charges of Ice Blast, but you know what? Those are gonna be some big charges. You know, we've already gotten it to 3d8 instead of 3d7. Yeah, that's our life saving. That's our stick of saving our lives, basically. Dagger of Draining, I think we're gonna put that on C. Different staircase. Finally, the D4 from hell is gone. Oh, right. Yes, there is indeed an Orc Priest there, and there was another Dagger of Venom. I forgot this was not the last staircase I was on. Okay, cool. I hate the fact that Duvessa, due to her increased HP, always gets in front of Doan. Shadow Rider, thank you for the follow. Come on, Doan. Come on, buddy. You blinked away, didn't you? Yeah, you come on over here. In fact, we're gonna... Well... I'm gonna skip on past this worm. What do you think the character shouts when you tell them to shout? I can't say it on Twitch. That'd be against terms of service, sir. No, I thought so too, Gary Burton, but doesn't he assured me that it was HP, and I just take everything he says on faith because he's pretty much never wrong about this stuff. I will be honest, I didn't check the code myself. Okay, +2 robe of fire resistance, we're not going to wear that. Well, actually, now that robe's the same thing as everything else, you could be wrong. I'm taking it on faith that you're not. This is only 2 less AC. and 3 EV, so actually, in this case, wearing the robe makes more sense. It's bizarre. That is bizarre that that's probably the optimal thing to do now, since armor type no longer affects GDR. This is very silly. Oh, I should be a little more careful, because Duvessa will zerk as soon as she sees me. Boom, she's mad. I go up. Oh no, she's not mad anymore. Or she won't be, anyway. She angry. My girl was mad at me, so I bought her some food. Resistant to poison, huh? Well, we should be wearing the Dagger of Draining then. They'll give her infinite Zerk eventually if you leave the floor. Oh yeah, I'm surprised they haven't already done that, honestly. Remember when Priest was scary? Yes. Those were the days. Oh, Jelly's pretty scary even now, honestly. They can do an enormous amount of damage, like 20-ish per hit. I like how the Hound zombie, they were so lazy that they redid the Hound tile, but they didn't bother to redo the Hound zombie tile. So it's just the old tile, like, but gray. Okay, identify. It's going to be the potion, of course, and woo! Bam, we got haste, baby. Okay, we got Knowles. I should be able to just tab these guys, honestly. Okay, there's our girl Duvessa. Okay. And a potion. Oh, it actually is based on hit dice. Tell this in-game because draining weapons on Yaks makes them swap. Really? Do I want to melee a halberd knoll? At this point, yeah, why not? Easy mode, right? Let Ice Beast displace Fanar. Yeah, that makes sense. That's fine. Let's take dodging to 4 so I can get a point of EV out of this, yeah? Nothing to pick up. Probably read the 2-stack, although I think, you know what, I think we're good. I think we're doing okay. There's a sling. Get some strength. Who needs a god when you're a demon spawn? We're doing okay. It is kind of interesting that by D6 we have two altars and one is faded. Found a sling, GG. Hell yeah. The Book of the Hunter. Oh, we found Portal Projectile too. Oh shit. Time to be the best sling guy ever. Nah. I don't think so. For a second I thought that was a manticore and not a hound. When's the last time I did Demigod on the streak? Well, I probably only have one Demigod. Let's look. I hate Demigod so much. I need to revamp it to be better designed. Why don't I just run the command again, actually? Okay. So near the beginning, there was a Demigod Earth Elementalist. Demigod is probably my least favorite species, by the way. That's the only one. So Demigod Earth Elementalist, that's it. It's strong now? What did they do to it? Holy shit. 13. It got buffed? In what way? Well, demigods can't worship a god, desert, so as a result, you know, the thing that generally keeps you alive in this game, when all other things fail, is just not there for you. Gods are overrated. Not in DCSS. Oh, boy, that is an orc with a wand of paralysis. Oh, no. I don't think it's really likely for it to work on me, because I do have magic resist, but... Well, if I go here... Yes. Okay, we're good. So I can either go up with 100% safety, or we could do this, but if we hit the scorpion, then the acid does not... it gets reduced in range by 1 for each thing it hits. Or wait, did they take that out? Well, even so, if it hits this and kills it and doesn't hit him, he could paralyze me. My happiest idea was to somehow get him like right next to the scorpion and then ice blast them, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think I have to go up for safety, which sucks, but what are you going to do? I did not get a point of EV. Curious. You are the one with the wand of paralysis. I should be able to safely just... Can I... No. He should go straight towards me, right? No, this is way too risky. I have to go up. Now, see, acid is a problem, because if the RNG rolls exactly the wrong way, I kill the thing in front, leaving the guy with the acid wand, and then I just... or the paralysis wand, and then I just die. I agree, acid would probably work, but probably... it's not good enough for me. Wait, shit. Are you the guy with the paralysis? Yeah, you are. I will use 1 charge of Ice Blast to guarantee I keep all my paralysis charges. Based. Feels very strange running around in a robe. Oh my god, it's an artifact sling. Are we actually... Holy shit! This is actually really good. I may indeed have to go slings now. We might be sling now. I may have to make this an Oka run. I mean, that's just so good. I'm not a big fan of sling games if I don't have to do it, because, like, it kind of falls off later in the game. But, I mean, getting handed a +6 Venom Hunting Sling on D6, you'd be a little bit silly not to take it. I would be incredibly greedy not to actually use that. It'll fall off if I don't find anything better by, like, layer. and running around with a Fusti in endgame, like I said, is not all that fun, but it's a game, you know. It's like you can't cry about it, you know. It's a one game, so to speak. No, don't go to that website. Let's see, how do I ban this person? Ban. There we go. Just go to Oka and swap to throw. I mean, I could just train throw as the thing and just enjoy the cross training, you know. I don't even think I switch weapons here in melee, you know. Block the term big follows to catch 99% of them. That's a good idea. I should do that. I hate those bots. You know, you would think that Twitch itself, considering how common that spam is, would just like blacklist that term, but or at least the URL, you know. Okay. Guess they just don't care. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe we train. I'm just gonna train throwing. We'll get cross training onto slings. Have to go back to the sling bullets. I always pick up sling bullets. We're holding them now, and in fact, I'm going to queue them. Or quiver them. I keep saying queue instead of quiver. I think I might have developed a speech impediment or something. Or maybe a brain impediment. Hey, maybe, Anani Badger. I think you just cracked the case. I don't want to leave these guys alive while I'm down in temple. Okay, we are good enough now that we can do whatever, and I can make it work. So, not the Fated Altar, but it'll probably be Oka. I'm actually, just for fun, because like I said, I can make anything work right now. Well, most things. With Oka, we'll be going slings permanently. With anything else, we'll do probably melee axes or something. The old broad axe trick. I'm gonna put in a few choices here, I guess. Let's see, that's a Wu-Jan altar. There's a Kazlal I guess I could pick. Only Oka gives ammo is the unfortunate fact. I'm just gonna throw in some of my favorites here. Okay, start the poll. So we're gonna give 5 gods here. Content does not meet guidelines. I wonder what stupid bullshit Twitch's rules could possibly be catching here. So the poll question is, which god? Maybe the word god is considered offensive to Twitch? The first response is Oka slings, as in Okawaru, the name of the god, slings. Second answer is Gozag. Third answer in the poll is Wu-Jan, again, name of the god from the game. The fourth one is Kazlal, and the fifth one is Usk. What could it possibly think is offensive here, I wonder? What could it possibly be catching? What stupid fucking thing... What person who thinks that they are an animal in real life, you know, who works at Twitch, decided to put it? I mean, I don't know if it was that, if it was that person. Probably God. Let's see. We're gonna use the scientific method. We're gonna change one thing at a time. Worship what? Content does not meet guidelines. How about I just change Oka slings to Okawaru? Okay. Gozag, there's no way that that's offensive, right? Worship is a loaded word. Okay, the question is being changed to poll with 3 question marks. Content does not meet guidelines. Okay, maybe it thinks that Wu Jan is somehow bad. We're just going to put martial arts guy. It's not Wu Jan. Kazlao. Storm guy. Nope. Is Usk offensive? Dance guy. No. Okay. Gozag. Greed guy. Somehow one of these... Oh my god. Wait, it was Gozag. It was Gozag. Why is Gozag offensive? According to... What could that possibly... It was Gozag, as far as I could tell. What? Is that like some kind of racial slur that I don't know of? And if so, why would it be in Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, a game created by like turbo lefties? There's no way that's an offensive term. What in the fuck could that possibly be? I mean, it's popping up on Twitch, so like whatever ban list they're using for words and polls, Twitch's board of 62 Gozak runs. I mean, that's fair. I don't see why Twitch as a company would be, but I would understand if you guys were. Just don't vote for Gozak if you don't want me to take it. Okay, so everybody wants Okawaru. We'll go Okawaru. That's fine. Join religion. What? I mean, like, what could it possibly be? Now I want to test it, but I don't want to inadvertently say some kind of gotcha word, but testing polls. Gozag 1, Gozag 2. No, it's letting me do that. So it wasn't Gozag. Something was just like delayed. It was one of the other ones. Can I cancel this poll? Now I have to know. I have to know what stupid thing was being censored. Can I just cancel this? Report poll. Yes, please report me for... Please don't report me for... Whatever. Pretty sure it's a god's name. Could it be Wu Jan? There's no way that is an offensive term. With the kind of like turbo lefty whiner type people who run this game, there's no way they would let something slip through. Gozag along with the others? What, they have some kind of more advanced... Maybe? Gozag is a white basketballer. AI thinks I am pretending to be Chinese. What? A naughty badger contributed 2,000 channel points. Alright. Let's see. Poll test. Wujan 1, Wujan 2. Again, this is just the name of the god from the game. Nothing offensive here. No, it's letting me do that. What could it possibly have been butthurt about? I'm so confused. So that leaves God worship or anything to do with religion. Maybe, but that's weird because this is far from the only game with gods or worship in it, you know, like put it back to God. Okay, well, welcome to Twitch, the butthurt site, pretty much. But like, I can think of one off the top of my head. Bastion. You worship a god at the beginning of the run to make the run harder. Hey Senshi, what's up, man? We're trying to figure out why it wouldn't let me do my poll for which god to worship. Oh yeah, Hades. You're gonna have a hard time doing any polls related to that game. I mean, I guess somebody could get butthurt about it if it was something to do with real world gods or religions, I suppose. But okay, hold on. Okay, so the poll's first name was which god ? Right? Okay. We've tested Gozag. We've tested Wujan. Okay, we're going to try Okawaru now. Okawaru 2. Okay, it lets me do Okawaru. Banch, Megami Tensei, yeah, in every single Persona game. So it's not Okawaru, it's not Gozag. It's not Wujian. Sorry if this is like boring for anybody. I have to know what tripped up their little sensor thing. Peyrune. Yeah. That doesn't like healers from D&D. So it's got to be either. Oh no, Ashen Zarya wasn't on the list. It was, the questions were Wujian, or the answers were Okawaru, Wujian, Kazlal, Gozag, and then there was a fifth one. Did I say Okawaru? Okawaru, Wujian, Kazlal, Gozag, and Uskawa, which was just Usk. Ash was not on there. So it's either Usk or Kazlal, or it's, as Doesn't He suggested, it is some kind of combination, or the system just like pooped itself. What? Oh my god. Okay, so which god? I'm just flabbergasted. I don't even know what to. Okay, Usk 1, Usk 2. Okay, let me do that. So that means it either thinks Kazlal is some kind of horrible term, or Twitch just like pooped itself for no reason whatsoever. I swear it was saying something. Is this is like an unseen horror, isn't it? Or is it? No, it's just a, we're good. Just a Sky Beast. Recreate the original and see if it bugs again. I don't know if I'll be able to remember the exact order. We're gonna test it piecemeal. We're gonna test Kazlal next, and maybe Kazlal is some offensive term in a language that I don't even know what language it would be. It does bug. You tried? What do you mean? Oh, you tried creating a different poll with the same. Did you try Kazlal by itself? Yeah, I just realized, Anani Badger, you tried Kazlal by itself. I have to see it. No, it's letting me do that. The poll says which god, Kazlal 1, Kazlal 2. So I'm at a loss. So you must be saying that you tried the original poll and it... Oh, you were responding to chat. Oh, you tried all of them and it broke again? I am so confused. Why would it... There's like some critical mass of... Some weird critical mass of... I just want to know how their system is working from a computer science standpoint, you know? Seems to need all of them. It might be spam detection? I guess. We just found a +3 longbow freezing, you guys. That's potentially better than the hunting sling. It looks like nonsense? Maybe. What, you're gonna try a bunch of nonsense? The algorithm is oppressing me. Longbow, no shields. No. That's, yeah, I mean, it's tempting. We could go back to the olden days when I played a centaur, but no, we're not going to do that. We're just going to live with the sling and throwing. I mean, we could, though. We only have 4 shields. I guess I could do a poll if you guys wanted. Censors the streamer more than the spam bots. Yeah, it's infuriating. Is there any interest in seeing me use bows instead of this this venom sling? I wonder. I think I'm happier with the shield, frankly. Poison is good early, swapping for mid-late. I do not think that we will be swapping. I really hate to swap weapons once you get past a certain point. Once you commit to one weapon, it's like a bad idea generally to go into another. Hey, look. The saddest spell is here. Summon Lightning Spire. It used to be so good. Don't think we'll be using it today. 48 votes? Really? Wow. I'm glad we could really come to a consensus on that important question. Do I have a knoll in my streak? I have a lot of knolls in my streak. Knolls are actually among the best weapons in the game. Or the best species in the game. I think this guy with 28 people watching in a talkative chat is a spammer. Twitch. Apparently. Yeah, let's see how many knolls we have. I love knolls. That's one of my favorite species. I tend to like powerful things. But things that are fun and powerful at the same time. Wow, maybe I don't have that many knolls. Okay, we have a Knoll Conjurer. We have the Knoll Delver. Maybe that's the only two. I was trying to keep these species relatively balanced. So, like, anything that I only have one win of, I go for that first. I have a win, at least one win of everything, you know, species and classes. Correct, Senshi. But yeah, like, before, you know, going for things that I have lots of wins and I'm trying to keep it relatively even. And I'm not, obviously I'm not doing any duplicates whatsoever of actual combos, like full combos. Lack of demigod wins is insulting. I have one. I'll have you know. I hate demigods. It's just a really unpleasant species to play. Maybe better now. I don't know if I've played them since they were, you know, improved or whatever. Base armor rating 5. It's another point of AC, but I lose the fire resistance. But we already have fire resistance from the ring, so yes. We wear the Steam Dragon skills. It is essentially a strict upgrade, because I know I'm not going to need 2 pips of fire resist. Most boring race, but pretty buffed now. I mean, we could play a demigod next. We could play the demigod enchanter. That would be kind of interesting. And horrible, potentially, depending on how the game wants to go. I'd have to play it like a melee guy, probably, more than a caster. Octopode is a ton of fun. Draconian is probably a whole lot better than it used to be. And yeah, Demonspawn is fun. I think my favorite race, which is also my least favorite race, would have to be Felid. Now my actual favorite race is Ogre. I like having a bunch of HP at the start. Oh, you know what? I've had this Amulet of the Acrobat all in my inventory for a good while. Whoops. Been talking too much. So that was interesting. What was this over here? A wyvern. That would be Deep Dwarf Artificer, Shadow Rider, and my previous streak before the world record streak, when I was trying to get the world record and failed, was had a lot of Deep Dwarf Artificers in it. I did it as kind of a proof of concept, you know. I ended up losing as soon as I stopped playing Deep Dwarf Artificers because I got used to playing these really easy combos, essentially. I lost to the dumbest thing imaginable, which was a a skeletal wyvern, because I didn't quite fully understand how enemy speed worked, so he attacked me an extra time that I didn't expect. I was playing a Knoll Wizard, I think, maybe a Knoll Conjurer, which means that it was like extra sad that I lost that run, because that's actually a really strong combo. I mean, all Knolls are strong, really. How did it make me feel? Well, I learned my lesson. I never messed that up again. +6 Ring of Intelligence. Being a bit greedy by not reading these multi-stacks, but at the same time we're just kind of crushing it over here, so... My scales did get upgraded, so my AC... Shouldn't my AC be a little bit higher, actually? I guess it's only up by 1. Didn't I lose a centaur? That was the streak before my last streak. Yeah, I have 3 long streaks, I think. And the first one, I was convinced that playing centaurs was the way forward. The second one, I was convinced that playing Deep Dwarf Artificers was the way forward, and then I eventually just got good enough at the game that it didn't matter what I played. What changed to make me get good? I lost a bunch of streaks. It's not any more complicated than that, really. I mean, you lose enough games, you learn what, you know. I mean, the big thing is I took the time to... I mean, back in the day, I would sometimes make these videos where I would describe what it is that I did wrong that made me lose the run, you know? And I think that actually taking a moment to examine a run and saying, okay, these are the main mistakes that killed me, you know? I think more than anything that actually made me a better player, because it's only like... it's probably only like a dozen, you know... sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a dozen, sort of top-level mistakes that people make in this game that are gonna fuck up the runway or one way or the other, you know, the whole way through. I don't think I can answer that question on Twitch. I'd risk being banned by addressing it, so I'm not going to. Unfortunately, we are currently experiencing a full commie platform, you know, where anything that could even possibly be offensive. Yeah, we have 2 RC plus rings. I'm gonna drop 1. I don't need 2. All right, let's drop some shit. Let's drop some garbage. Bolts, arrows. I don't need the Ring of Intelligence either. On the demigod comment, the first time you saw me playing was a demigod run and you thought to yourself, this guy's winning with a demigod, he must be good. Well, that was probably I almost never play demigods. It was probably either a tournament or demigod earth elementalist in the beginning of this streak. I've definitely gotten better at the game during this streak, by the way. There have been a lot of points in the early parts of the streak where I could have lost. Granted, I've even now I still make some pretty stupid mistakes even during this run, so I just generally know how to unfuck myself when things go badly. Alright, this vault, I would really like to have the things in it, like the identify scrolls, but this is a great example of a vault. It doesn't make sense to go into. I could probably get one-shotted if these acid dragons decide to do enough damage to me. So we're not gonna play that game. We did find a tower shield, by the way. At some point, I might swap to that. We're firing the sling at 1.0 speed now, by the way, even though we've only been training throwing. Kinda cool, right? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I'll take an Amulet of Reflection. So, Amulet of Reflection plus Buckler plus Condensation Shield has our SH at 14, even though I'm just using a Buckler. Wow, statue form. What do you think, guys? Do we go statue form? I don't think we're gonna go statue form in slings today. That would be cute, but I don't think so. Not with Oka. We could. Now let's go for something a little different than my usual path, you know. Doesn't even really make sense under the circumstances. Character development not going statue form when given the option. Yeah, that's some real life character development. Shit. Amulet of Faith. Tempting. You know, we would get God gifts a lot more. We could go straight to finesse really quickly. But honestly, I don't think so. I think we just take reflection and enjoy having more defense, you know? Which is the more boring play, but it is the right play, I think. Identify. I'm going to keep going potions until we have heal wounds. There it is. Can leave him once you get to late game without too much trouble. That's true, although I'll probably stick with him just for thematic, you know. It's just kind of fun, you know. We're fine. Oh boy! D9 Cyclops. Oh no. Yeah, they have. Gridgem. Net him. You can't net him, he's too fat, right? This, you know what, doesn't he? I might be complaining about nothing. I think you're right. I tell you what we're going to do is we're going to heroism. So my defenses go up, and then we're going to shoot. Also, this makes me fire faster. I'm going to take a step. I don't know. Do I want him to just swing on me? They are slow. Yeah, what's your point? He can throw rocks at me from any point, so... I mean, I could kind of sort of kite him a bit. Oh, hey, he bounced the large rock off my reflection. What I was planning on doing was taking a step and going up here and letting the poison do a little work while he slowly walked towards me. But hey, immediate work out of reflection. How about that? I was going to swap to resist cold if that battle axe of freezing had gotten close to me. That would be a pretty sick weapon to have found a little bit earlier. Battle axe of freezing is something that can very easily win you the game. Hey, here we are. We're finally at Lair. Now, we're in the very unique and rare position of actually having some magic resistance right now. So, you know, maybe if I wanted to, I could think about going deeper into the dungeon. But wizards can still banish me, 26%, and orc sorcerers can still paralyze me, 23%. What weapon will convince me to swap from this sling? Well, here's the thing. One of the added benefits of me training throwing instead of slings is that I'm not exactly married to being a ranged guy if I don't really want to be. So as a result, there are a lot of things that could probably convince me. Like if I just found like a really decent broad axe right now, I'd probably swap to it and just use throwing as kind of a little side benefit. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. Certainly something like Argo would be a no-brainer. It wouldn't have to be an unrand though. I don't know. It depends. I think the question you're really asking that would the interesting answer would be for me to say what the minimum power item I would take to swap. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe as long as it was like an end game weapon, I might even take just a branded end game weapon, and by end game weapon I mean like best in class. So like demon blade, or I guess technically double sword. It would have to be one-handed. You know, I'm not giving up my shield. So like a demon trident maybe. I mean, I don't know. Oh, we have skilling comments. Evo to 10. I probably should train Evo really soon. I have like a ton of really good wands, and this is the time. What I want to do is I do want to keep taking throwing to 10 for sure. As long as I'm attacking above speed 1, I'm happy with that. So we're there, but I'm going to take it to 10 just to, get myself to a nice even number. And then, yeah, I probably do take evocations up. Fighting can wait, I think. Well, I could use a little bit more HP. Running into Gastronach would be annoying right now. Yeah, once we get throwing to 10, I probably will take evocations at least to 8, because Lair really rewards you for having a lot of evo, especially when you found, like, look at all this crap, look at this, amazing, 21 acid, 18 paralysis, even the 3 ice blast is really good. For the most part, I can just kind of auto-explore, but... Oh, I should quiver my stones. Hello, you cannot one-shot me. I could paralyze this thing, but I don't think I have to. Actually, you know what? I am going to paralyze him. 5 fails, huh? I really love that. That's cool. Okay, we're going to quiver the sling bullets. Yeah, water hydras is exactly what I'm worried about. Well, we got through his poison resist. That's kind of cool. Give it a 10 would have helped. Well, we wouldn't have had any just yet. And yeah, I think I agree. I will take it to 10. Mainly because I have 0 aptitude, which is not negative, so we should get there pretty quickly. Hey, passage is here. It's been a while since I've used passage, but I may train that. Oh, I wasted an enormous amount of para, but it was it's probably worth it. Thing is, I'm like right next to the staircase. I don't really want to explore a whole bunch. If I can kill the things next to me, I'd like to. Because, you know, I don't have much in the way of places to run, so the more I can clear out, even if it means using some resources, the better. Did I use too much para there? I don't know, probably. Para's clutch and useful. Oh, I don't disagree. You're 100% right about that. Oh, this could be interesting. We didn't gain meaningful space from doing that. That's true, but I had no way of knowing that this ended here. I thought we would get like a... Typically, from you know, the other times I've seen this vault, there's like more space over here, you know. Traded para for ID. I think that's a good trade. It would help if I just like stopped failing para so much. I just used some on that guy too. It's not like they roam. Well, true, but they were blocking my path off to what I thought was probably going to be a path to the west. But yeah, I'm not going to really argue the point too much. I mean, I'm definitely probably using more resources than I should be. I kind of have the... This character is doing so well at this point that I don't need to be terribly careful right now. This is, barring any really horrid mistakes, this is a 1 game. I guess I should still be a little bit careful because I don't have Blink identified yet. The resource attrition. Oh no! ID is more valuable in mainline. He called it, God, what did he call it? It was really funny. It was like resource attrition, but that wasn't it. Or was it resource attrition? It's this really funny phrase. It sounded vaguely insulting is why it was so funny. Like, it somehow in 2 words managed to imply that the person doing it was a moron. And I don't remember exactly how it was phrased, but I don't think that it was resource attrition. Yeah, Curare is good. I'll take that as a gift. That's fine. A little bit late, but I mean, you can make Curare work the whole game, even really late versus juggernauts. It can be handy, you know. Man, this sling just like wipes out Lair. It's not even a contest. Hey, let's wear the leather armor of the other world. I don't think so. Actually, maybe. That might actually be worth it. Because of the way that Dex works now, I'm getting 2 SH out of this, and I'm getting 2 EV. I'm only losing 3 AC. Well, who cares if it's minus cast? I'm not casting at this point. It's fine. And I get our poise out of it. I think we're doing that. I can still do God abilities. Oh, excuse me, NG Matt. Did you just say you're a better player than Leo? Leo is the best DCSS player in the world. No, scrolls are not cast here. I'll read a scroll of noise. See? Oh boy, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Oh boy. Oh boy. Poor man's hallway here. Babby Lerny. Yeah. What's the problem, Anani Badger? I seem to still be living. Yeah, we will take fighting to fighting to 8. Get a nice round number there at least. We got a wacky vault, Senshi. Those don't typically spawn unless there's a wacky vault. Sling bullets. I wonder if I can just kill him with these. I was hoping I could do enough damage that I could like get right through his poison resist, but that's not happening. Hey, we got him with the sling bullets. Based. Yeah, I'm just gonna take fighting to 10 actually. Where was the AA? I just felt like I could get away with not doing it. I probably should have. It's a pretty poor play not to use heroism in any remotely non-trivial fight. So yeah, I agree, doesn't he? I should have. I just knew that I could kill him with Ice Blast on the last thing, so I was like, oh, I'll save the piety, and maybe I can get away with not using any resources at all. But no, you're right. I should have AA'd. Need to train Axe for Oka to give you Axe. That's not entirely true, but yeah, that is. Honestly, I want armor from him. Oh, hey. He gifted me silver javelins. Yeah, silver javelins and steel are one and the same in mainline for some reason. Our sling completely crushes the redback. Grants me ammunition, which is darts, unfortunately, but that's okay. Silver nuclear warheads. Pretty much. Maybe, Divi. Maybe. This character, depending on what his defenses look like in Spider, will probably still have a decent amount of trouble in wide open floors. Hey, resist corrosion. That kind of sort of opens up the transporter floor. The one that had the identify scrolls in it. Hey, sweet boots. Nice, nice, nice. I can't use those boots for long, but safety not guaranteed. Enchant weapon. We'll hold on to those. Safety not included. Yeah, our SH combined with just like the sheer amount of damage we're doing means that we're just crushing fights. Okay, that's weird. He didn't roar. I wanted him to roar, and then I was gonna heroism from like very far away. But instead he just silently woke up and started walking towards me. Who is another based and Chadpilled streamer you should sub to? Well, there's this guy named Malcolm Rose Gaming, who's never going to be able to buy a house unless he gets 5 million subs. Yes, they do, Senshi. Yeah, it seems like a bad choice for them to do this, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Okay, we found fire dragon scales, but they're +0. I don't really care for that. Hey, TurboSoat, thank you for the sub. Kind of, Divi. I mean, I should. I was just gonna farm like gifts out of him, but you know what? I should stop being lazy. You're actually right. Also, I have +3 aptitude. I don't need to really go. I don't really need to go past like 8 though. Honestly, technically that is best practice right now, because it means that my heroism will last longer. And it won't fail. 8 is indeed the golden number, yeah. 499 subs, that's true. I do appreciate it, thank you. That is awesome. Okay, let's clear out these yaks, and hopefully we can do that without the Hydra being too annoying. 12 in B-Crawl. Okay, this is perfect. Well, heroism. We will quiver the sling bullets. Yep, and he goes down very easily. Oka is a fun god. Okay. This is fine. I'm just gonna use. Yeah, this is fine. This is a little bit dangerous, but like there could be a Hydra in here, I guess. But and we don't have Telly yet, so technically this is a lot dangerous. But we have Fear, so it's probably fine. Best if not one of the best, if not the best, for a new player. I think that Oka is the most. It is a very generic god, which is awesome because it teaches you how to play the game while also being incredibly powerful. I don't want to be put to sleep. This is fine. Probably. Try to keep only one sheep on the screen at one time. I still think it should be 0% chance to get put to sleep if there's one sheep, but unfortunately it's like 1 in 27. So you're like Robin, unidentified item? That would be pretty cool. That should be a spell, perhaps. Okay, we're gonna heroism here. Okay, that's annoying. Okay, maybe I should have finessed. Just for safety, we're gonna use an Ice Blast there. This probably wasn't necessary, but I didn't want to, you know. I still don't have Blink available, so I don't want to take too many wacky. What? Speaking of wacky, that's a very silly tile. Yeah, that is a bad tile. 3D 18. Yeah, it's dog shit. It's not even my usual complaint where it's like, hey, this doesn't match the game, which is also present here. But I don't know, doesn't he? I don't know what they were trying to do here exactly. I just know it's not very good. I don't want to poop on anybody's art, but sorry, it's bad. Yeah, I don't know. All right, 3D18. Technically, she can two-shot me. Biog finds it disgusting. Based. Oh, I know what we'll do. We'll Curare first, yeah? Now she's slow. Yeah, you can summon Spectral Orcs. Too bad they won't last long, buddy. +6 ring of dexterity, cool, but I don't need it. Identify. I am just on the hunt for Blink and Telly now. There's Telly. One stack of Telly by layer 4. That's really something. Identify. You want to give me Blink now? Nope, no Blink. So no get out of jail free cards just yet. I'm just going to drop Torment. But we're doing well, it's fine. Can't really complain, can I? Not with a character doing this well. Our defenses are great for this point in the game. We got one of the most powerful gods in the game. Yeah, sometimes you get a bunch of Telly, sometimes you don't. I've used more para than I had any business using, but we're going to pretend that didn't happen. It's just fine. Everything's good. Can I even be... Yeah, I could be petrified, 13%, that's fine. Wow, and it went through. Okay, we'll take a couple steps. So much for that MR ring, yeah? I should have heroismed. That's fine. I heroism now. Should have done it at range. Black Mambas are no joke. They are among the most powerful monsters in here. Okay, what? Oh, okay, never mind. I guess this is just a regular slime vault. Doing a little bit of O-tabbing today. Why am I looking for altars? I meant to search for artifacts. Nothing interesting. Any good gifts? Nope. Down we go. Oh, hello. What you got? 4 heads? That's not so bad. Let's take you up. I can tank this. Let's heroism. Let's queue up the... Oh shit, you're miasmat. Have fun, buckaroo. He just gave me more silver javelins. That's cool. Bad gas for the win. Hey man, whatever works. I should probably be running around with RC instead of RF. If I'm in this particular branch. Rhyme drakes are a regular occurrence. Anything with fire kind of isn't. Okay, Okawaru just kind of gave me Storm Dragon Scales, which is a really... no, Nani Badger, he'll give it to you under any circumstances, although I don't know if it's more often or not. This is a really interesting thing. I'm going to have Arlek anyway from my, you know... From my metallic scales, but I don't have it yet. And I think for the time being, like, we don't have Arlek, we don't have resistance potion, so if I run into Nicola, we're in a real bad spot. And I think maybe he can show up in there, possibly, if you're really unlucky. So we're going to wear the Storm Dragon Scales even though it wrecks my EV. Just for the time being. That's not going to be our endgame armor, though. We're going to go and take the staircase. This is too much crap. Hopefully they don't shove me. Nice. That's a pretty good gift. It's not like the most amazing thing ever, but it's quite good. I'm just going to heroism. My AC is huge, so Hydras are not going to do a whole lot to me now, as long as it's not too many heads. Identify. Keep going for scrolls. We find brand weapon. Can't say I care too much about brand weapon. Maybe later. Heroism. Sling bullets. Go for these fellas. This kind of makes me want to Ice Blast. I should probably finesse here if I'm going to fight all this. Yeah, let's finesse. There's no reason not to. We attack at speed 0.3 now, quite fast. This way only a couple things are going to hit me at the same time. Notice how I'm carefully making it so I'm like aiming past one monster towards another monster, yeah? So if one misses, I still get some juice out of it, you know? Uh-oh. Spaghetti, why am I... You feel very sick. I must have gotten really poisoned from that spiny frog. Alright, let me put on Ring of Profire. Uh-oh, stinky. SpaghettiOs. Oh, this is Lair 6. I didn't even realize I was doing Lair 6. This has been such a calm Lair 6. I guess this is the forest ending. The uh-oh stinky. It's just like, it's like an avant-garde meme. Okay, we auto-explored directly into another Hydra. I'm gonna see if I can't earn a little bit of space here. Wow, I yelled because I didn't see him there. Not because I'm blind, but because he kind of merges in with the trees. Bad tile. Am I wrong that all, like, there's something weird going on with these trees that it just kind of makes everything... any tile that has green on it just kind of blends right in. I do not think that is the mark of a well-designed tile. In fact, I think that is the opposite of what you want. Yeah, there should be there should be Bogarts in there, but we don't seem to have run into any. Just like in real life. Yes, well, this is a game. This is not real life. And in a game, you would like things to be visually recognizable to the player very quickly. This quiver screen just blows my mind that they've junked this thing up so badly while pretending to streamline. I have to sit here and hunt for where my stones and my sling bullets are every single time. It's outrageous. It's amazing how much they junked this up. Can I take things off of here? No, of course not. Can I be like, hey, I don't want this to be on the list? Nope. What can I do about this guy? I'm gonna finesse, and we're gonna try. Almost did, he'll die to poison. No, maybe not. Okay, there we go. It's fine. Heroism, finesse. I guess I'll melee again. With all my AC, yeah. What am I worried about? I have like 1 billion AC. We're good. Okay. Back to stones. Oh, hey. This is the wizard ending, and also apparently it's the surprise Kirky ending. So yeah, this is not the one with the Bogarts. This is not the Enchanted Forest. This is the hell. There's a hell portal back here somewhere. Well, heroism. Yep, there he is. What's up, buddy? I don't want to be banished today. What can we do about this to make my life easier? Well, we can throw javelins his way, although I could just hit all the pigs and not him. This is more likely to work. Dang it. I'm gonna shout. Of course he goes invisible immediately. Okay, well, in that case, I guess we just leave. Yeah, what am I doing? I'm playing like a madman right now. Also, this thing can paralyze me. I should probably teleport, but I'm safe as long as these pigs stay next to me. Loyal, friendly pigs. I can be smited a lot, I suppose. Are these things fast? Yeah, they are. Mistakes were made, my friends. I could throw javelins at Kirky and probably kill her, but I think I really just made some bad mistakes here. Time to run away and never look back. Well, I would have just left the floor. I tried to be clever. Yeah, paralyzing. Yeah, that is the fun strategy. That's actually one of my favorite things, Divvy, is I was considering doing it. You can paralyze an enemy and then walk away, and they can't get past him, so it's kind of cute. We could stay right here and use javelins, but the problem is we could get paralyzed by the Sphinx, and then, you know, she summons a bunch more Sphinxes, and then I just get smited to death, and it's no good. Paralyzing probably is the way. If I didn't have Paralyze, I'd just use Net, which kind of sort of works the same. We could haste and walk away from this stuff, but Sphinx are endgame monsters. Yeah, well, I mean, it really, the problem is the fact that we just don't have enough MR plus. Yeah, but the pigs, yeah, we should be able to paralyze. Yeah, we're good. We'll just walk away. You know, there's like a potentially a good item in the hell portal, but you lack willpower. It's magic resistance, you fuck. I am going to take the time to look at... Well, just kidding. I'm going to take the risk of grabbing the artifact armor. Read the game, willpower. No! Yeah, I'm going to take the risk, the minor risk, I think, of looking at this. It's not worth using. Okay, so unfortunately... Because of the nature of this layer 6, it is simply too dangerous to be on it any longer. So we go straight back to dungeon. We can just tab, it's fine. Wow, maybe not. Holy shit, what is happening? Oh, I'm not our fire. Whoops. I'm not our fire at all. Yeah. That's why you don't run around with RC instead of RF. This is why you tab. Interesting. I guess I thought I could just like O-tab through dungeon, but sometimes it doesn't want to let you do that, you know? Sometimes things go badly. Plus 11 Trident. Well, that's not bad. It's not really something worth swapping over, but it is pretty incredible for this point in the game. With all this throwing training, though, I don't think I'm gonna fool with it. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna force my defenses up, you know. Trident is one-handed, which makes that a really good weapon. I mean, what I should do is grab it. Typically I don't get Evo higher just yet, but yes, I should do that at some point in the near future. Right now defenses are way more important. God, I hate how throwing is it's just a pain on inventory management. It's okay though, we can make it work. Drop the noise. Read identify. Didn't realize we had one of those. We have silence. That's good. I wish it was blink, but I'll take the silence. We can do some things with that. In the hallway, we get a lot more mileage out of our slings. That's a bit dangerous. Luckily, I am heroismed right now. So I should kill these things quickly, and the lightning bolts didn't do a whole lot to me because of the RLEC. Aren't we happy that we are wearing Storm Dragon Scale? Yep, +2 buckler. Kinda cool. Oh, another ring of MR. Okay, so that's cool. A wizard still has a 3% chance to banish me. Kirky has a 7% chance to turn me into a pig. I'm way more concerned about the banishing. It's Grum. But our defenses are so good, we should just be able to tab these fellas. I'm gonna drop the scroll of brand weapon. That wolf tile looks like a furry made it. There's just too much attention to detail. I mean, no, I have to admit that's a pretty good tile. I don't really think it fits with DCSS, but it is a good tile. I think I made fun of it last time, but mainly it was just because it's like really incongruous with the game. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, we're not our poise anymore. This guy's actually quite dangerous. We have 4 curing. The yaks look like ass. I agree! Particularly in the context of DCSS. Also, they threw away a wonderful, iconic tile for that. Well, Senshi, I mean, that's true, although you still get tiles like, what's her name? Who's the orc we just, not Kirky, obviously, why can't I remember her name? The orc necromancer lady. That's close, It starts with an N. We have to make sure we get this right. Be very careful. There we go. Nergal. All right. Yes. That is the tile I was looking for. Be very careful with those syllables. you might say something you didn't mean to say. Oh shit. Anyway, we kill a guardian serpent. Not as big of a deal as I thought it might turn into. Donald is going to show up this run. That's fine. 1 wrong letter, instant ban, yeah. Finesse is so wasteful. I mean, I guess, but like, I gotta tell you, Guardian Serpents are one of the most dangerous enemies in the game if the right stuff is around with them. Banned from Twitch. Man, I hope not. Finally, Scroll of Blinking. So our get out of jail free card is here. Shit. We're slow, that's okay. That's okay. Honestly, I'll probably take throwing all the way to 20. Okay, just for fun, we're gonna... Worst enemy for slings? Anybody who has R-Missile, I guess, or especially D-Missile in an earlier version of the game. Profire. I didn't have to do this, I just thought it was fun. The MO was actually a bit wasteful of that resource, but whatever, it's fine. Blow up a big room of orcs and trolls and whatnot. Yeah. Polymorph is available. I don't know how much we need it. I'm certainly going to buy the MO. I'm going to buy the Identify. Oh boy, Potions of Attraction. Well, Finesse costs an awful lot of piety, so you don't really want to be in it like all the time, but I mean, yeah, I would totally be willing to finesse against every single orb of fire, for instance. I think that heroism especially is the thing that you just would be silly not to take full advantage of. Sorry about these screen flashes. We've got a wonderful invisible horror here. Well, it's, we have para, though, is the thing. And they both have the same MR resistance, and anything I would really want to poly, I would probably rather para. Turbostones, I'll take those. Alrighty, I think this is probably a good place to stop the stream. We've been at this for like 4 hours. You know. Tremor stones, it's like scatter shot, only it shows up in kind of a quasi-random point around you. It's supposed to always catch an enemy, but sometimes it catches you too. Basically, if you have good AC, they're probably worth using. In particular against enemies that, you know, and enemies that have low AC and high EV in particular. Will I be optimal and not train martial skills above 22? Probably. I know what I used to do is I used to get myself to 22, and then once I was far enough in the game, I would just say, screw it, and take them to 27, and then probably, like, swap to a different god. But, I don't know. We'll see. I will probably take fighting to 27, if only to get the extra HP all the time, but, yeah, I don't know. Probably, it just kind of depends how the game goes. On a Demonspawn, I have a reasonable amount of experience to throw around. Divvy, it kind of depends. Like, the hunting sling, I only need 12 skill. So, like, at 24... At 24 slings, I would have the cross-training, you know, to be at Mendeley. Or, excuse me, 24 throwing. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do with that. We may end up just, like, taking throwing to 22 and then using the sling against popcorn and then throwing javelins or whatever at the truly tough things. The world is my oyster, really, on this character. I mean, we're just like, plowing towards having really good defenses right now, you know. With armor and dodging, and then we're still training throwing because I'd like to be able to quickly kill things. Yeah, I mean, there's not really a whole lot that can stop this character now unless I make a big mistake, especially since I have gotten really lucky and found 2 rings of magic resistance, which means that even though I'm still only level 13, I can almost roll into Orc without worrying about Paralyze. So what we're probably going to do and Arlek. What we're probably going to do for the rest of the, for the next session, is we will just, like, clear out dungeon. Hopefully nothing too nasty shows up. Then I think we'll probably go ahead and go into Lair 6 and take care of the wizard, which by then, if we've leveled up, like, once, well, I don't know, that's 3%. No, we'll probably do Orc and not this. I don't trust this character in Abyss right now. Okay, so we'll probably clear out dungeon and then just do Orc, and we'll just have to be a little bit careful when it comes to what we're doing in Orc. But it shouldn't be too bad, because, like, if I can catch the sorcerers at the edge of the screen, I can Curare them and do a couple more things that'll just make this a little easier. Plus, we do have Arlek all the time, so the paralysis 6 Furhy meme is not going to happen. Although I suppose the paralysis smoke demon meme is still on the menu. So I have to think about this, I guess. I don't think there's really like a... The only path forward that lets me avoid magic resistance threats entirely is if I were to, like, roll into Spider Nest real quick, which is an option, by the way, just to get some experience and therefore some, like, natural magic resistance from leveling up. I might do that. We have digging now, so and we have tremor stones, so spider's probably not that bad. But no poise all the time unless I wear the crap AC thing. I don't know. I'll think about it later. I'm way too tired. Anani Measure says, was that the hardest time you've had at D4? No, definitely not. It was up there. It's probably in my top 5. Certainly in the top 10. The hardest time I ever had in an early game, including D4, was probably the Octopode Fire Elementalist, where I had like 2 priests roaming around a floor that I just couldn't. I couldn't really, I couldn't survive like 17 damage coming up my, my 20 HP octopod's ass or whatever. It's just like too much. 7 to 17 every single time. So I had to sneak around this one floor, and then I went down and there was like an ogre waiting for me and a bunch of other crap happened. That was probably the most intense early game, but I don't know. And there's been some games where I ran into like, multiple early game monsters with like acid wands and shit. So as far as this game went, it was like a bunch of oddly mundane threats, that just kind of added up to make it really hard. Yeah, I mean, it took a long time, but I'm a little bit out of practice. And I probably did make a couple of reasonably mid-sized mistakes. So, I mean, I don't know. Is it the longest I ever spent on a T1 to T4? That's possible, actually. I mean, it's up there. That's really all I can say. It's kind of hard to compare after you played so many games, unless you like pointed me towards a particular video and I could go watch it and say, okay, I think this was harder or this was harder. Anyway, yeah, that's going to be it for the stream for the night. I'm going to pop this little guy up here. Soon I will have some new art to show off. Actually, I already have the book cover art for book 2. I just haven't made a little end screen for it yet. But that's coming soon. Hopefully some of you guys take a look when I publish that, which should be in the next couple days on rosecrypto.com. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you for coming. Until next time, I am signing out. Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.